Sickos Club.
Sickos Club.
Shut up.
Forever.
Shut up.
Forever.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new first episode of, what is it called? Shut Up Forever. I'm your host, Toast of the Third Coast, Professor Degree. With me today is the digital doler of justice and online gunslinger, Books and Bodyslams. Books, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I was taking out some Vincels this morning, so I'm on cloud 9.
Fantastic. Today we're going to talk about The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is a brand new movie that just opened this weekend.
Whoa.
What?
No.
Do you hear something?
What's that? No, what? Is there some... I did hear something, but
Guys,
what was that?
It's not cool that you
I don't
pretend
know.
not to hear me.
What the fuck is that?
That's not cool, guys. Degree, I let you
What was that?
I let you host this thing because I thought we were going to be respectful, and now you're pretending not to hear me. And it's
Fuck.
yeah.
And Blade's here too.
You guys, come on. If I wasn't here,
It wouldn't exist.
we wouldn't have a live stream, right?
That's true.
And that's why they call me the GOAT.
I really cannot wait to use that against some Vincels.
That's true. That's true.
I might even start calling you the GOAT.
Yeah, you should call me the GOAT.
So
GOAT as in greatest of all
Hey, look,
time.
look at what it's going to do to his head. Look
I
at,
have-
look at what he was on when I told him he was right. I mean, he was wrong in the long run. But
in the long run. But I can't even do the show if he's not. I mean, like, I have to be
That's
kind of
true.
nice to him.
Yeah, totally. Because I
That's
can
true.
absolutely humiliate you guys in post. So
I do that pretty well myself. Don't worry. So yesterday was Double or Nothing. I keep tuning in for Professor Degree, and I keep forgetting that Blade is also there. Fucking story of my life, man. That's everybody here.
yeah, Bob Callie 99 thought the stock video guy did a good dance. I
it was
agree.
Bob Callie?
good.
I agree.
You did a great job on that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Bleary, I appreciate that. That Blade has been done in disguise this entire time. I'm
Yes.
actually just 3 raccoons in a t-shirt. So it's
You're not even 3 raccoons.
no, it's true.
You're just 2.
True.
Blade is 2 chipmunks in floor-length dresses. In a t-shirt.
All right.
So here's a fun fact. My sister, I have 5 sisters, but one of my sisters showed her little girl the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, and David Cross is the villain in that movie.
Mhm.
And when her daughter was little, she told her, "That's your uncle. He wants to get the chipmunks." And so for years, she thought that I was David Cross and that I was like trying to kill the chipmunks.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, that's pretty awesome.
You were
I like that.
confused with David Cross. That's nice.
Jesus Christ, I know. So now I've grown up, and now I'm Tom Segura. But anyway,
Yeah. Well, or Goldberg.
so yeah, or Goldberg. You guys want to talk about Double or Nothing?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we might as well.
I haven't stopped talking about it. So,
Yeah.
So last night was the 8th annual Double or Nothing put on by All Elite Wrestling in Queens, New York. The attendance was 15015 at the
150,000
Louis
then.
or Louis Armstrong Stadium. Both pronunciations are acceptable, though the man preferred Louis.
Mhm.
So who wants to go first?
Oh, me for sure.
Okay.
So yeah, Books. Don't worry, I got this. So this was going to be an interesting night because they had announced the Okada and Takeshita match like a month ago, and then they had announced the Tag I Quit match, and then it took a really long time for them to announce anything else, and it's only been the last 2 weeks where they've really made anything official. And so, we knew they were probably building to Darby and MJF, but that wasn't actually official till like last week, or whatever. It was one of the last matches made official. And
yeah, because they signed it last week, but it was like the week before. So yeah.
Yeah. And so I guess just to start off, really, for me, this was like basically like a landmark moment for AEW. Last night felt like really, really big point of something, in the history of AEW. They leveled up last night in a really big way. And whether it was the atmosphere, the vibes in the arena, it all came through. And it came through so amazingly. Go ahead, Books.
So I have a theory. I have a feeling they put a lot into this to make it feel like a level up, because we all know Tony has something up his sleeve for next year to take the place of WrestleMania. And I think this was to show the conventions, the indies, everyone else, that AEW can be that event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This definitely felt like hey, I heard wrestling broke your heart recently. Well, guess what? We got a whole different kind of wrestling for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like and we say this every few months, where it's like a coming out party, where AEW just levels up, where they sign a new star or they get some non-wrestling deal. And then it's like all of a sudden, boom, they're just more, they're just more in the public eye, more the new number one in wrestling, I guess. And last night felt like it. Holy fucking shit. Dude, the camera work was awesome. Like the crowd was insane, and fucking Mick Foley.
Yeah.
It was New York. Of course the crowd was going to be insane.
Yes. Well, and
let's put
Queens
some respect
at
on
that.
New York.
Queens at that.
So we are the best state to ever exist.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like New York is kind of like the Superman of states, I suppose. Like it's like the big one. You know what I mean? Like it's like the big one. Like I got like,
yeah, it is a big one.
Chicago is kind of like the Batman, sort of. You know what I mean? Like, different version. Chicago is Gotham. I don't know. New York's a big city. It's a big deal. People like New York.
Yeti Malone says
Degree has a cameo in Mandalorian as Grogu.
As Trapper Wolf, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Justin says, for those very late match card things, I kind of blame WDBD management for some things, as per Tony Khan's post-scrum comments. In spite of all that, they did a 10 out of 10 pay-per-view. I'm not sure what comments particularly. I did see that he kind of alluded to the pressure that's on him about women's wrestling on the AEW shows in some regards.
Sounds like it.
But I really don't think
–
we need to make a bunch of excuses for that, because at the end of the day, they need to hear our voices, and that we want that regardless. So I'm still going to complain about it every single fucking week. And
I'm going to be even louder about it. So Warner Brothers knows, and Paramount going in the future knows I want women's wrestling.
Right.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it makes no difference, and it's not going to make any difference how we talk about it. I'm not going to obsessively cover that, but I am going to make mention of it each and every time it feels applicable, which it did last night. And we will get to that when we're covering the main card. But the pre-show did kick off with Megan Bayne and Lena Cross versus Viva Van and Zeta Steel.
Yeah.
It was the 5-minute eliminator challenge. And I got to say, I really like this match because I liked that the strategy, they weren't trying to win. They were trying to survive. And I like that Zeta Steel's running all over the place, trying to just like kill time almost, I mean, it really added strategy to this match concept, which I thought made it more fun that it was a 5-minute eliminator.
Yeah. You're trying to run the clock out.
Yeah. It made me not hate it, because I have not been the biggest fan of these 5-minute matches. So,
well, and I think it's partly because they do the, there isn't enough women being featured on the show. And then you have this 5-minute eliminator, which if there was enough women representation in the show, you wouldn't mind this probably.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah. But now it feels like a built-in excuse to only give them 5 minutes,
Yeah, if that was the third women's match on the card and it was a 5-minute eliminator and it was done in a minute, it'd be like, okay, well, it's the third women's match. At least we've got that. But no, it's kind of like the only women's match. Like, here you go. This is your one match, and it's under
your one match.
Yeah. So that's kind of weak.
Yep.
But it was a good match, and I think that fucking Zeta Steel has a future.
Oh,
Viva
yeah.
Van's awesome. I mean, we know that. And then what happened at the end of the match?
TJ!
Yeah. So
And I
TJ came
think
back.
this means Anna Jay has official. I'm going to assume because we all know how Tony likes to operate.
Right.
Anna Jay has officially resigned.
I don't think Ty J is going to be on the show unless Anna Jay's
Unless
resigned.
she's
Like,
signed.
100%. Yeah.
I wasn't convinced after she did the match where she lost to Willow. I was like, yeah,
No.
he might job her out on the way out. I mean, like,
Sure.
I could see that, but like, there's no fucking way they're going to show you Ty J and then go like, oh,
No.
well, she left.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And you're not going to bring him back and mention, like, what they referred to him as, like, the original women's tag team of AEW.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, you're not just going to drop that and then get rid of her. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I
fucking
would
cool.
like a best out of 5 series where
Mhm.
they win in the end because I think they deserve the tag team belts because, again, they are the original tag team within AEW.
Right?
Absolutely.
I'm really hoping. But I'm one of the few people who did not think Anna Jay wasn't leaving. I was convinced Anna Jay was staying.
Oh, yeah.
was like,
I didn't think
the
she was.
push.
gonna leave.
Yeah.
The push Jack Perry keeps getting in his relationship with the Bucks
Mm-hmm.
just was. I was like, there's no way that
Right.
they're not doing everything they can to keep her.
There's also a sentimentality about her character that because of her association with the Dark Order and Brody Lee and like
Mhm.
all of that, that she's not going to have anywhere else. And without that, you know, would she be as over? I don't know. I'm not saying she wouldn't. But I don't know that Anna Jay as a worker alone and on personality alone and in a brand new situation with a brand new name, you know, God only knows
Right.
what they'd fucking name her. But, you know, I just don't know if she would.
Lana Kay.
Yeah, she'd be starting over, you know, and I don't think
Yeah,
that makes a lot
totally.
of sense. Now, before we get to the next match, let's catch up with the chat because Mick Foley was heavily involved at the end of the pre-show.
Yeah.
So let's read these. Blurry Line mentions that New York City showed up last night too. Absolutely. And that Blurry Line did say to me last night, felt like WrestleMania. It did. And
It did.
we're going to talk a lot about that because on a smaller, it felt like the WrestleMania from WrestleMania 25. I vividly remember Taker and Shawn in that match, and the crowd is blue. It's got the blue lights coming down. And there was a point during the show where the crowd was lit that very same way. And I was like, wow, this kind of has that 2000s WrestleMania vibe to me. And I mean that in a complimentary way. It just felt huge. Blurry Line continues how good the stage looked, the production, how classy the venue looked on camera, how hot the crowd were. It's kind of reminded me of an arena WrestleMania. Yeah. Justin,
The camera.
Oh, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, just the camera work just kept astounding me all night. It was like, I don't know if they just got a new team, if they got a new fucking camera, like an actual physical camera or what, but like there would just be all these little shots where it would follow like underneath the bottom rope. And then I don't know, it just really looked great. Wrestling looked different last night. So it was pretty impressive. The Mark Davis buzz spot. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So the spot where Jack Perry obliterated a golf cart with the bus was filmed live, which is crazy. But yeah, fans, I did see people posting pictures of it online. The mess was still there. And because a bunch of oil spilled and shit, it did look like there was blood smeared all over the side, all over the concrete. Like it was crazy. Justin continues, please complain. We need more women's matches. I totally agree.
I'm on it.
Yeah, believe me, we ain't shutting up about that anytime soon.
You?
Yeah. No.
Me? Never.
Yeah.
Mildly outspoken.
Our homie Rorosha, Sup Sickos, just stopping by to show y'all love. Even updated my name so y'all can recognize me. LOL. Yes.
Yay.
Awesome pay-per-view. The scrum had me feeling lukewarm about some things and not just the audio. Yeah. You know,
What happened at the scrum that everybody's talking about?
I don't really.
I've like barely been online.
I know
so.
Tony kind of glazed David Ellison a little bit, and
That's the Paramount guy?
yeah, and I think
Okay.
you
I
could
don't
be
know a whole lot.
bummed about that, but he's a CEO. Every CEO is going to look like a spineless wimp sometimes, and that's literally Tony's job. Vince would have had a wrestler go do it and like had them destroy their own
Right.
credibility. I'd much rather Tony be the one doing it. And I don't know what we can expect differently, because at the end of the day, like, he wants to have as many options for where they go next as possible. It's not like he can speak against them, you know? So
I can't fault him for that, because he has to do this right now. Like, this is going to be, if they stay with Paramount, it's going to be a very big contract. So he kind of has to.
It kind of goes like, like, we all love Tony Khan, and he's this lovable little goofball, and obviously he's given us this amazing gift of wrestling, but like, don't put him on too high of a pedestal, because he's still a businessman. He's still a billionaire. And he's still a CEO. He's still going to do all that shit, you know? God bless him, but...
No, I appreciate Tony, but I don't hold him on this pedestal of virtue at all. Like, there is probably a lot we don't hear about. He's a
billionaire.
Well, and there is probably a lot we don't hear about too. You know, and I just don't vouch for people I don't know at the end of the day. Blurry Line, I like that the baby faces had brains and were running the clock instead of trying to beat Divine Dominion. Totally. Zeta and Viva looked like $1 million too. They did. They did. Fuck your mama 2 times in the chat. What up, boys and books? What a pay-per-view, and what a son of a bitch Kyle Fletcher is. He must pay for his crime against our sweet, sweet cinnamon boy. Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yeah, dude.
Cinnabon boy. Yes.
And like, we're watching it, and I'm just like, he gives him a hug. And I'm like, oh, he's going to turn. He's going to turn. I'm like, but it's going to happen on Wednesday or next week. It didn't happen on Wednesday. It happened right away.
When his music hit.
I was being delusional. I refused to accept it was happening until it happened.
Maybe he's going to be okay.
We'll talk more about that match, because it
haven't even
by far was match of the night in my opinion. But you know,
I had like 3 matches of the night, and they were like right in a row.
Ty J could win, but they have to make it believable. Divine Dominion are 2 big, strong ladies. I think no. Like, I don't think there's any way Ty J should beat them right now.
Right now, no.
No.
I think best out of 5 and drag it out.
I think you need to have them overcome a real tag team, and this is their first one. And I would have them. Ty J doesn't need to win to get over.
Right.
They can get over in spite of losing. By just showing more than anybody else has been able to muster against Divine Dominion, because I still think the money is in the Brawling Birds versus Divine Dominion personally. And that'll be
down the road.
I think that's an all-in match. Yeah.
Because all the British people are going to win at All In, right?
Yeah, exactly. Ty J versus Bunny and Penelope at Rampage show that they were great. Would love to see Ty J versus Divine Dominion. Me too. All right.
Run back a street fight.
We got more in the chat, but we got more to discuss. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving, so, people.
The next match was the Ops versus the Death Riders. For the first time, I thought Hook's music was cool. I do not really like his newer theme song. It sounded good last night. It sounded cool in that arena. And Hook did this one takedown that was really cool. And other than that, I don't really care about that match that much.
Yeah.
It was a good match, but it was a nice little warm-up match, you know?
The only thing this match makes me want is more Claudio. But, like...
It was like kind of a... I mean, I'm not complaining. It was just kind of like... It was a Wednesday match.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it was. I mean...
It was a good buy-in match, right? Like, it was... That's what
totally.
It was.
You got to see other guys you wanted to see and whatever. And anything else? You guys want to move on?
I would also say that this match just had the benefit of being a... you got to see Claudio and Shibata face to face for a minute. And that's like one of those matches, because AEW's roster is so stacked that you don't even have time to think about all the possibilities. Like, there's so many matches.
They're calling each other out.
Yeah. And so them in the middle of this tag, they have that face to face, and you're like, oh shit, this is cool.
Right.
We need that.
So that was one of those cool moments like that.
Yeah, and like these matches, and the next match, okay, we have Shane Taylor Promotions versus the Conglomeration and the Rizzler in what I like to call a modern-day Jim Duggan match. Just kind of like, here's your guest stars, here's your favorite guys, everybody cheers for, blah, 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 blah. But I like Shane Taylor Promotions, so I'm glad that they're getting more, like, spotlight, because they're fucking cool.
Yeah.
So
I want to see Lee Moriarty like in a real spotlight, though.
In everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is so fucking
and then
good.
did Mance Warner sign with AEW?
I don't know what's going on there, but
Because he was there.
yeah, him, Eddie, and Ortiz came out. Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, I thought that was really interesting. It was
And that
pretty crazy.
those three make sense as a tag team to me. I just didn't know that Mance Warner signed. I don't know.
Also, the pops at this point already were like insanely loud for an arena that was half full. Like
That's how you knew it was going to be a good night.
Well,
Right?
and
Like,
yeah, and when Renee Paquette first brings out the guy everybody wants to see, you know, when Mick Foley came out, the pop was so big, it was unbelievable. I mean, it was unbelievable how excited I felt, how excited everybody seemed to feel. And then for him to say, you know, I stopped watching wrestling for a few years there, and it was AEW that reignited my passion for being a wrestling fan again. Yeah,
That's everybody.
how many times have you heard somebody
everyone.
say that? It did it for me too. You know,
to hear Mick say it just kind of, I feel like continues to, not that AEW needs to be legitimized, but
Right.
continues to just put all this like legitimacy in between what AEW is doing. I wish AEW did do the crowd sound meter that the other company does, because it would have been really funny to see that go all the way up at the crowd that they had, and no pipe didn't sound.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's just me being a petty little
Well, and you
lady.
know, and so later, you know, Foley's talking about, you know, yes, he's talking about, you know, his love of wrestling being rekindled, and then he starts talking about the main event, and makes a bald joke about MJF.
When he said something, MJF
He
comes
made an
out and he's going to
IWC
touch.
joke.
Oh, did he? What did he say?
No, he talked about his hair plugs from Turkey.
Mick
Foley
yeah.
is definitely on the IWC paying attention to what we're saying. I died. I was like, or Noel told him to say that. Either way, one of them is on.
Yeah.
The IWC paying attention.
He stopped before he even started talking to him. He paused and he's just like, if you just give me a minute, MJF, I just want to take this in. And like, he's touched by it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy who has headlined WrestleManias, he's been all over the place, and he's touched by the reaction he's getting. That was super cool. It was just great to hear.
Emotion.
Yeah. And
everything.
I was worried at first because when he came out with Renee at the beginning, it's like he missed his cue early on and he started talking before he was supposed to. And I was kind of like, oh no, you know, I hope this isn't a sign of what we're going to get. And then he fucking nailed the greatest promo I think I've heard in like the past 25 years. Like straight up fucking Bill, who's in the chat all the time, shoots me a text and it's a picture of him with tears in his eyes, and I shoot him a text back and it's me with tears in my eyes, and it's just like, fuck, he just sold 1 million more pay-per-views, you know? It was fucking awesome.
I think Mick did.
I got goosebumps right now.
Yeah, I think Mick did sell some pay-per-views, quite honestly.
He definitely did.
If you're watching that on YouTube, you're like, fuck, man. Like, I really kind of want to see where this goes, you know? And so MJF comes out. They have a little exchange. Foley makes the hair plug comments. MJF, you know, makes a comment that Foley lost a ton. Like, I don't need any advice from you, old man, you know? And then Foley goes, I did lose a lot, but Darby Allin beat your ass in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Like, I mean, that's not a defeat. That's humiliation, you know? And
Yeah.
MJF hauls off and kicks him in the nuts. I love the way MJF does nut shots because you never really see him coming. Because he doesn't wind up. His foot just goes straight forward. And Foley takes a nut shot. Darby runs out. And then Foley cuts that amazing promo and he says, win one for the weird ones.
Yeah.
That should be a shirt. That should be a shirt.
It should.
Coach,
I really hope it is a shirt because
Coach
I want it.
Yeah.
That I think every single one of us heard that and like felt that in our souls.
Yes.
And
yes. It was incredible. Degree, you got anything on that?
No, I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Like when he starts talking about the weird kids and it's 4 years of drama class and getting picked on and taking art classes and you know what I mean? And being the weird kid. Yeah. Like Book said, like we've all kind of felt that, I'm sure. If you're a wrestling fan, there's a good chance. So yeah, it was cool. And that's the other thing is like, it's okay. Sorry to mention the other company, but like AEW's cool. It's fucking cool. And it's what WWE can't get is it's wrestling fans are comic book fans and we are dorks and we are geeks and we are nerds. And obviously it's bigger than all that too, but like that's what you can't, the corporate world cannot touch the fucking cool kids. You know what I mean?
Nope.
So whatever, weirdos, cool kids, whatever you want to call us. I'm old. I'm not a kid anymore. But yeah. Well, it's something that AEW has, and it's like it's baked into their DNA that they're goofier, they're a little bit left of center. They're just this is the next step in evolution.
Well, and they have their finger on the pulse of where wrestling is.
That's the word.
And I think that's really it. Justin mentions that Claudio and Shibata should have a singles match. Totally agree. Pippin had said Ospreay wearing the Harry Potter sweater wasn't great at the scrum. Yeah.
I don't love
not
that.
a fan.
Yeah. Again, these are some of the most out of touch, weird bubble living people in the world. I'm not saying you should excuse it. I'm just saying I'm not surprised. Bleary line, the pop when Claudio and Shibata got in the ring was maybe the loudest pre-show pop I've ever heard. Though Mick had some big ones. Bleary line, I'm pretty sure Mick's was the loudest. Okay, like, yeah, fully covered his full contract value in one promo and then some. He really did. I mean, you just immediately realized this guy's worth whatever they're paying him.
Yeah, if he did nothing else, that's like they're going to start drawing from that for video packages down the road, years and years.
Yeah, Meggy Okena, what's up, buddy? I think people have lost the art that counterculture can be. Punk rock corporate advertising culture can't by design.
Yes.
There you go.
Very, very true. Oh, he's never in the chat. What's up, buddy? I didn't realize that Shibata and Claudio had never had a singles match. I mean, again, that's just like one of those things where it's like you didn't even know that you didn't even have time to think it through. Like, there's still a million fucking possibilities for dream matches in AEW alone where people have never wrestled each other or they haven't in a long time. They never have an AEW, you know, I mean, the list could just go on and on and on and on and on. But I think they did a great job because the matches ended pretty early. By the way, we got to mention in that conglomeration and Big Boom AJ match, they have the Coke. What was that water?
Vita Coco.
Vita Coco. There you go.
I couldn't stand it. They kept saying it so much. Vita Coco, Vita Coco, Vita Coco, Vita Coco.
Yeah.
That's my favorite coconut water. I'm like, well, now I don't want it because I was annoyed by it all night.
Right?
At least it was just the pre-show. It could have been a lot worse.
And I think, wanting to keep a lower profile, Excalibur had invited Zoran Mamdani to the event. And that was my guess, was that he was the guy in the Vita Coco.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
he just had to keep it on the down low.
He just had to keep it on the DL.
So to speak.
You know, doesn't want to lend his face.
He doesn't want to play favoritism.
Yeah.
He's not a tribalist.
Yeah, he's not a tribalist. Right, exactly.
Even though I think he has played
thinks
favorites.
WWE's bad, just like everyone does. So anyway, but they did a Vita Coco water spot in the match, and then QT Marshall fell off the fucking top rope to the floor because he slipped. And I'm like, he could have blown out his knee super easily. And like, you're not going to hear me crying over not seeing QT Marshall in the ring. But like, at the same time, I don't want the guy to blow out his fucking knee or have to retire. So
it's also not the best way to sell Vita Coco water. Because it's like, and if you get it in your eyes, it'll blind you.
It'll blind you and you'll fall off the fucking, yeah. And then he was limping around, you know, after that spot. And then, I think that what happened after, then they did this big suplex spot, and then Big Boom AJ looks like fucking, he just got bladed by fucking Bruiser Brody. Like he just it looked like his face exploded in the ring. So for something happened in that match, but those guys look fucked
I don't know.
up.
It's the fucking Rizzler, man.
Yeah, no,
You can't trust him. You just can't trust that kid.
Yeah, I know. Somebody shot on fucking Big Boom AJ in the match. Always never says I wasn't someone that was clamoring for Foley to be in AEW, but that promo was dope. Absolutely. I think his personality just fits the vibe of AEW. He's one of those guys you can just see. Meggy Okena says, can we all agree since Claudio's earned the mask, he's been plus 5,000? Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and he is the first guy who signed a double contract. So he has a contract with CMLL. So you see these guys I think they're living out some of their dreams at this point. Do we think that the sponsor money covered QT's medical bills?
Yes.
The Stephanie K. Hi, all. Sorry to be late. Don't be sorry.
Hey.
We're happy to have you. It's Brillia on Threads. Yes, friend.
Hello.
Good to see you. Great to have you here. Thank you so much. Blurry Line 7. Harley genuinely had to stop the Rizzler falling over like 4 different times. It is not
Can I say something really bad right now? He probably was also not complaining and might have been faking.
Yeah. Who knows? Totally. There was that one
Rizzler's
weird
no
part
fool.
where like Harley and the tall, I can't remember the super tall lady. They were both like doing like little poses for the Rizzler, and I'm like, what are we doing here?
That was a little weird. I
didn't catch that.
Yeah, it's like they're showing off for the Rizzler, and I'm like, he's a child.
Like, yeah, think about this.
Very grown women. Like a little weird.
Very grown.
Very
They are
grown
adults.
women. And I don't know. So anyway, match ends. And then they just did a great job creating this sense of chaos with that MJF and Darby and Foley thing.
Mhm.
I thought it might play into what happened later in the show, and it didn't. But
same.
I still think that there is more that can happen from it over time.
Oh, sure.
I love that. I love that AEW is so good at planting little tidbits that may pay off or they may not. It's like David Lynch. Like he'll show you something that's very intriguing and you'll be like, ooh, wow. And then realize later it meant nothing. And then
Right. But if they want it to,
it'll mean a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Like a good long fantasy novel.
yeah.
Should we talk about the pay-per-view or just the pre-show today?
Yeah, that's a good point. We spent quite a long time on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's get into the pay-per-view. So the first match, was there anything before the first match?
No, not really.
Nothing. No.
No.
Okay. So we have Cope and Christian versus FTR. What is it? Street
Can
fight.
we call them by their correct name? Team Daddy? Why are we
Team
not?
Daddy.
Why has it not caught on yet?
I think you guys might make it happen. I saw a lot of people calling Cope and Christian Daddy on the time last night.
Yeah. So Team Daddy versus FTR. If Cope and Christian don't win, they can never team again, right? For the history, for the rest of time. And I gotta say, dude, like Cope must feel so good every time he goes out there and the crowd fucking sings his song like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta just make you feel great. It's like the biggest pat on the back. You know what I mean? One day we're gonna find out that the Rizzler was a 35-year-old with a wife and kids.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't really aged since we first saw him.
Yeah.
No, he has looked the complete same.
So he might,
don't-
he could be.
You could be.
So the match starts. I think remember that little muscular kid that was giving Chris Jericho the finger that one time?
Yeah.
I think that kid was in the crowd.
Okay.
Possibly. I thought I saw them. The crowd was really loud. I mean, do you want me to keep going with my notes? My notes are all like, Edge looks like Old Man River, and the crowd was chanting, "Who's your daddy?" Yeah, so that was in my notes too.
Yeah.
I loved the "Who's Your Daddy" chant.
That was at when
Um,
when he brought out the belt, right, and started whipping him with the belt.
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
Awesome.
and then
I loved Dak's reaction to the barbed wire on
The pla-
on the the rope and you just see his face. God, that was such a good shot. That was such good facial expressions on Dax. I was dying.
He
it also
totally
made me, I'm a fucking freak that's like, oh yes, show me more pain.
right? He knew where the camera was at all times, and was taking advantage of that. That was great.
Well, and it was this match could have main evented a pay-per-view. It could have main evented this show. If you had put it in the main event, people might have been like, I don't know about that. But honestly, once they saw the match, they probably would have been just fine with that. And
it was a true sicko shit.
It was, and it's a great match. And then finally Stokely makes his presence known and interferes. And I literally said in a group thread, cue Beth. And right when I hit send, her music hit. And it was like,
right.
You just know Beth's coming out, and she comes out. I believe some of her attire was a tribute to Luna Vachon, I believe. But even if not, she kind of reminded me of Luna Vachon one way or the other.
Yeah, I could see that
either way. And she kicks a bunch of ass. And then there is a whole bunch of other fucking crazy shit that happened in this match.
She got thrown into those fucking stairs so hard.
I know.
So hard. I was actually
like,
worried for
shit,
a second.
dude, she's dead.
I know. I know. I hope she was. She wasn't bleeding, so I assume she protected herself enough. But
holy cow,
that looks scary. No, that looked real scary.
This is your very first match on the show, and you have disassembled the ring by the end of the match. You haven't even gotten into it yet.
Yep.
It was true sicko shit. They just were we're starting off with a fucking bang.
Yep.
When Beth got Spike, that personally did something to my molecular, my chemistry, and I was like, I want to see more women carry Spike around because it feels like sweet, sweet justice.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah. No, and
I'll call him father.
Yeah. ABM 5119.
That's not an out loud thought.
Yeah. Well,
it's whatever that Spike did to your brain. That's why you've been so salty online today, isn't it?
Yeah. I am not doing anything to make myself look taller. I am a very short man. Fuck you, Mamba 2 times. Their real name is the CNC Wrestling Factory.
Yeah, that's what I've been calling them.
Blurry Line 7. They did such a good job of setting this match stipulation up, especially when Beth comes out and basically FTR try to force Cope to choose between his tag partner and his family. Very good stuff.
Jokes on them, though. They're all family.
Yeah.
So...
Right. And the other part too was they had eliminated Cope with that spike pile driver on the table. And Cope's out, and then they have Christian all to themselves, and they put the mic in front of Christian, and he's like, I banged your mother.
Right. The best part was that then Tony Khan went on and said something about banging mothers on X or something, typing up the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, he said justified I banged your mother chant.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And the crowd takes 1 second. Yeah, we're going to chant that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And it's Queens, baby. I mean, they're going with it. Benny the Bear in the chat. Hey, all, Beth still throws some great punches. Wow. Yeah, she really, really does. Yeah. Bob Callie says Beth was looking jacked as hell. And also Flaming Table, which let's get into that.
Yeah. So
everybody has taken at least one bump in this match where I was worried they weren't okay. So Beth's been run into this thing, and then Cash and Stokely are on the outside trying to set up. Was it Cope that they were trying to set up on the table? Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Well, they were trying to set somebody up on the table.
I thought they were going to. Yeah, I thought the intention was to put Beth through the table. But
it might have been Beth. You're right. It might have been Beth
because it's right
she
after
was on
she
the
came
outside
out
of the ropes. But I think originally it was someone else.
Yeah,
and then something else happened, and then the Beth spot started.
The way they did the camera work was so great because you see them spreading all the gasoline. This is a callback to the table spot with Foley from WrestleMania and Edge forever ago, and then they move away from them. They get away from who let's just say it was Beth for the sake of argument. It's Beth. They moved. Yeah, it was Beth. So they were going to put Beth through the table. That's the truly sinister, evil shit they were going to do. And they light the table on fire. It goes up like fucking crazy. They got Beth. They're going to try and use her. The camera cuts away to show something up close. And by the time you cut back, Beth's already moved. And Cash.
Right.
And she pulled Stokely in the way. And Stokely takes the burning table spot. And his jacket is on fire. It's melting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such a good spot. It was such a good spot.
And it's just what you've been waiting for so long.
It was the ultimate storytelling comeuppance. I thought that was really great.
They finally got their due desserts.
Yes.
And,
it's
fuck the revival. I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah. And it really, it's been a year in the making that they've been owed one, you know? And so that was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stoke going through a table is a great, like, Bobby Heenan in a weasel suit moment, you know, where it's about fucking time this guy got something, you know, he got what's coming to him.
Yep.
So, that was cool. And then we got new tag team champions. So that was cool.
Yay. I know.
Yep.
I was sitting on the floor during Revolution. It was wild to see the ring crew scrambling to clean the blood from FTR versus Bucks.
Nick Jackson almost bled out in front of that damn crowd. I'll tell you that.
There's like a no blading rule or something in New York.
I don't think you can. Yeah, I think that you can't blade. So like whatever you saw was probably hard way or just hard way blood. But I don't think anything that happened in that Copeland in this match was fake. It was wild.
Right. And how cool is that like we're sitting here talking about, you know, what a lot of people are calling the best pay-per-view that AEW's ever done, certainly the best of the year. And for anybody who wants to say that that they're too gory, that it's too much blood and guts, it's like, well, there was none here. Yeah. There was nothing tonight. They didn't, if they have to rely on it, if it's their crutch, not tonight, you know?
Well, and that's the thing.
Totally clean.
That's always been a disingenuous argument anyway. It's like the quality of the wrestling is so high, you could have no blood ever and it would still be.
Yeah.
But the blood's cool too, you know? I mean.
Yeah. Something I was going to say later on. I was going to say, this pay-per-view proved that AEW can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it went from the violent to the amazing technical matches and the real wrestling matches. And then you got goofy and silly. Like, anyone who says they just rely on these cheap things, not cheap things, but blood, is so bad faith because they have not seen anything other than clips.
Yeah. They used a Brandy Rhodes fluid. Yes. Oh my God. When they did that table spot with Andrade where like she just poured lighter fluid everywhere and then they both ended up going through the table. It's like they're not even feuding. Like why are we doing this? Just everything Cody did in those last 6 months made no sense. It really made no sense. Maggie O'Kenna says, by the way, news about 15 minutes ago, WWE interested in re-signing FTR. I wonder if there will be more back shaving and Uzi hot this time. Yeah. I mean, I remember Dax. I mean, this is wrestler bullshit. So he said he was retiring after this current contract. So
really,
I don't think.
Yeah. I also don't see them going back. I think they felt extremely disrespected the last time. And I don't think they're completely fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would they? What do they have to gain other than money, if that's what they're going for? And even that's not guaranteed.
Yeah. Hi, my tag team partner.
Heel reads
I was
hot
also
tags. Wow. Yeah, you guys have very complimentary kayfabe names.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey, I've been to Blood and Guts before.
She's my tag team partner.
Yes, I've been to Blood and Guts before, and last night wasn't close to it. It was just pure entertainment and amazing talent. Absolutely.
Yeah. And because I was at the same Blood and Guts, even when you're there, you don't really notice the blood.
Right.
And it was in Blood and Guts, and I'm not sitting there. The only thing I ever noticed was the sky blue face.
Yeah.
And I was like,
well,
holy shit, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
But when it's on TV, the camera's focusing on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see Sky Blue's blood from space. Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, so anyway, they basically get it down to where it's just Dax. And I loved that they are grinding, you know, they're just putting him through everything.
Double submission, I called it.
And they did the double submission, and at first he wouldn't give up, but I loved how he tried to do the Tully Blanchard thing from the Magnum TA match, where he's like, no. Then they get Spike and they put it in his head. And he's like, I quit. You have your new tag champs. We all knew
Chicken
and Christian were eventually going to be tag team champions, but you got Motor City Machine Guns on the way, very likely. New Day on the way, very likely. You have
no, that's 99.99999%.
Yeah,
Austin.
Yeah,
was posted right before the start of oh my god,
Double or Nothing.
There's Double or Nothing. It was shit talking with a fan wearing a Kenny Omega shirt.
Yeah.
It is. I feel like confirmed that they are on their way to AEW.
Yeah, pushing up Daisy's Raw is going to suck so hard tonight. Probably, yeah. I would say if you watched Double or Nothing and now you're going to watch Raw tonight, like
have fun.
Yeah, enjoy that.
I was low-key tempted to watch Raw just because I want to compare.
Yeah,
see what
I know they're two different ballparks, but it's like I don't understand how you go from.
Yeah, this is great.
Makes a fair point. There were plier circumcisions, but no blading.
But no
blading.
As long as you don't see blood.
I feel like they went a little extra hard with certain weapons.
Yeah.
And certain things because of the no blading.
Well,
oh, we can't blade? Here's some pliers. I'm going to pull a tooth out.
Copeland wasn't taking it easy on anybody. He had the pliers in his nose and pulled on his nostril real hard. I was like, God damn.
Copeland heard everyone calling him old and was like, well, fuck you. I'm going to go nuts.
It's amazing. You guys are talking about other wrestling on Monday nights, and it's like, dude, this show, it was like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, holy shit, it's 10 o'clock already? How did this go by so fast? This was the
first pay-per-view in a long time where I was genuinely like, holy shit, this does not feel long.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Because I felt Dynasty felt long. Because I actually fell asleep. I don't really fall asleep during that.
I got a little sleepy later on in this show, but I might have taken some gummies that might have had something to do with it. But
this felt like it felt like a 2-hour show.
Yeah,
because it just was nonstop.
And speaking of taking a long time, we are only on the very first match, so we should probably keep moving. That's a segue. The next match,
talk about the greatest match to ever happen on.
Yes,
TV,
and so that's why I got super excited a minute ago when you were talking about the cornucopia of wrestling. There was a point during this match where they just did some amazing sequence, and I don't remember what it was. And the crowd did that thing that you see when you watch Japanese wrestling, where they go, holy shit, that was a fucking amazing sequence. We're going to stand up and cheer for actual wrestling.
Right.
Not for a moment. Not for pyro, not for charismatic, whatever, for fucking wrestling. The crowd was cheering for professional wrestling. And it my heart swelled. It felt so good, you know?
They have been...
So Okada versus Takeshita.
Yeah. Yeah. So they show that this is coming up next. I'm like, what are you guys doing? This is crazy. You just had that match, and now you're going to have Okada versus Takeshita second. That's crazy.
And we all knew going in that this was a match of the year contender.
Oh, for sure.
So
but
that was
number 2
fucking wild behavior on Tony Khan's.
Well, and the potential downside is that they had built this for so long, and probably a little too long, that the expectations are through the fucking roof by the time you get to this match. And they delivered and exceeded my expectations in every single way. They showed this amazing video of Takeshita before they got in. He's speaking in Japanese, shot beautifully.
They did the Arnold fist.
Yeah.
Isn't that show Arnold? Isn't that what that's called?
I believe so, yes. But they I was hyped. So Takeshita comes down, and then Okada comes down, and you've got Don Callis at ringside. And I gotta say, for the most part, during the match, Don didn't show a lot of favoritism. I mean, he told Okada, "Hey, don't tombstone him on the mat outside because I
got to make money from him."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he didn't care about,
which just shows what Don Callis only cares about.
Books. I've known that the whole time. I said he turns on literally everyone. He's going to turn on me too. We're good right now. And
he's not even probably on your side at this point.
I wait for my inevitable demise by Don Callis.
You're waiting for your phone call.
He made fun of you once.
I bet he did. Yeah. Well, no, he did. He did.
Oh,
on
he
TV.
did.
Yeah,
That's
you're
right.
But I don't look like an in-process circumcision, so I can take it. And Don does. So, I mean, this is just like two gladiators that are equally matched, going at it in their primes. It's everything you could
fucking big.
Yeah, it just felt massive. It felt massive. The crowd just added to everything. The reversals were
I called
insane.
it pure wrestling awesomeness because I didn't know how else to describe it. It was pure wrestling, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, and you guys are going to be shocked, but in the preview of this show, I got the prediction wrong on this one. I thought Takeshita might lose as a result of being turned on by the Don Callis family.
I thought that too, actually.
I think I had Takeshita.
No, you agreed with me. No, I have you on tape. You agreed with me.
That's because you tried to convince me otherwise.
I agreed with you too.
Yeah.
My heart was telling me Takeshita, and then I talked to you, and you messed with my head.
Oh, you're gonna blame me just like you always blame Don. You know, you see how this works? We're all just scapegoats for you.
I'm witness to it this time.
Yeah. So yeah, see, Degree, you have to validate me going forward.
No.
Just this once.
Okay,
I mean, it's the only. I don't have a show without him.
Could you please validate me, please? So anyway,
no, you were right. You were right. Okay, I'm pretty. Again,
it's the only.
You weren't right 2 weeks ago. I take that one back.
I'm actually literally right about being wrong, and that you were also wrong. That's what I'm right about.
Yes, I was.
So okay,
you're right. In my head, though, if I actually put my predictions out there, it would have been Takeshita.
This is why I'm glad we do it this way. Is because I have you all on record, and nobody can change after the fact. Yeah. So these guys beat the living piss out of each other, but everything was so fluid. It's kind of like Steamboat and Flair, or like one of those just where they're.
Would you call it Steambotion?
Steambotion. Yes. Yes.
Which is a word in the Sictionary.
Yes, it's in the Sictionary. I invented Steambotion. Yes, that's correct.
But have we checked on Dave Meltzer? Is Dave Meltzer still alive?
Fuck You Mama 2 times says, my two favorite wrestlers had the match we were all begging for since the first interaction. Absolutely match of the year, 6 stars. They've got to give that an easy 5. Dude. I mean, but probably more.
If it doesn't get 6, we need to make sure Meltzer's
if it doesn't get 6, it's just because it wasn't at the Tokyo Dome, right?
Yes. Kurt Jangle says you're all out of the will. I'm not. I'm still advocating for Don. I even know that Don's going to turn on me, and that's how I'm ready to go.
This was the match where my son and I are watching, as we often do on Wednesdays, and my wife is making a puzzle because she's a big puzzle maker. Okay, so she's just a few feet over, and finally, after years, I guess it's a long-term storyline in my own home. Finally, my wife just says, "So who is this Don Callis guy?" All I ever hear about is Don Callis. She's like, every single segment, it doesn't matter who's wrestling. It doesn't matter who's in the ring, who's out of the ring. Who is Don Callis? And finally, and I'm just like dying laughing. And I had to go into this like lengthy explanation of like, well, this is what Don's all about and this and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it was a learning experience for my whole family.
Yeah. Heel reads and Hot Tag says they complimented each other very well on their wrestling. Yeah. Blair Line 7.
They're soulmates.
Yeah. Given how late this match was, how delayed it kept feeling, they had so much to live up to, and they did. Yeah. Jangle says, honestly, Okada's best match in AEW by far. I don't think it's even close, really.
Yeah. It kind of gives me, because I don't think we were completely disappointed in Omega and Okada, but it gives me hope that when we do get round 7, the tiebreaker, that it could be at this level.
Yeah. No, and after seeing Kenny in action last night, it gave me a lot of hope too.
I told you guys, Kenny was fucking around with us last year.
I mean, I know he said he came back too soon. You know, he has up to that. And he said when he came back against Gabe Kidd, that was way too soon, and that he should have been out way longer.
But he looked great in that match. in that match.
Mhm.
Not in every match sense, but in that one, he sure did.
He did. He looked great in that match because he could go all out because he hadn't taken any damage. And then, then he like wrestled a bunch in a short period of time. And then he started taking long periods between matches.
Yeah.
And,
he started looking a little rougher. Yeah.
Yeah. He started looking rougher. He couldn't do his stuff,
No,
he
100%. And I think he knew that by the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's continuing to take time so we can get these big matches.
Yeah.
Because we are obviously going to have a couple more big dream matches coming up with him. So
Callis talks Okada out of tombstoning Takeshita on the floor, but doesn't is way too late to the party to try and keep Takeshita from brainbustering Okada on the floor. And that wasn't even close to the end of the match. They kept going back and forth. They get to that classic New Japan Okada thing where this guy's just looking for one or two moves. He's going to hit that drop kick every time. He's going to go for the Rainmaker. Drop kick, Rainmaker. Drop kick, Rainmaker. Sometimes he hit it. Sometimes he didn't. They go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Takeshi's hitting him with everything. Okada's hitting him with everything. And Takeshita just fucking beats him. Straight up beats him. Clean. Takeshita stands up. It's like the greatest victory of his career, in his world. Because he just beat the guy that he's like, the greatest Japanese wrestler of the 21st century.
Yeah,
He's
even more so
beaten
than
Omega and Okada. He's gonna go down as a
even more than I was gonna say the IWGP belt. It's like, but beating Okada is kind of a bigger deal,
Yes.
I mean,
and after the match, they kind of have this, Takeshi's celebrating and they're talking about how the Don Callis family's coming down to the ring. And I'm like, here we go. Right. And so at first, it didn't necessarily look like there was a problem. And Davis and Takeshita are having words. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And then Takeshita starts all right, you fuckers want to go. We're going to go.
Everybody else backed off to the other side, and Takeshita was by himself.
And then the Proto Stars hits, and Kyle Fletcher walks down. He played this so perfectly. He walked slowly down to the ring, all business. And he gets in the ring, and he looks serious as hell. And I'm like, I had said, while he was on his way down to the ring, I was talking to Kayfabe K through text, and I said, Kyle's about to break everybody's heart right now. And she's like, oh my God, I hope not. And I was like, no, he is. I guarantee it. And so he gets in the ring. He backs the family down. It looks like he's chosen Takeshita. And I wasn't fucking fooled, not even for a second. Because
I was too.
What could you do? You can't have both these guys leave the family at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
It didn't look like anything was happening at first. So I was like, oh, they're just going to stretch this out. You know what I mean? He won't turn on him until Wednesday or the following Wednesday. And so I was also wrong.
The family gets out of the ring. They start to leave. He raises his hand even, and I'm like, here it comes. Nope, not quite. But then when he handed the belt to him, and he takes the belt, and then he raises his hand one more time, and then he just turns around and fucking nails him with the clothesline. Everybody is like, that was the exact right way to do this, because they fooled you all into thinking this was over. It was not over. And then
I was on an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. Oh, and Threads just lit the fuck up with just...
I went from... Fletcher, I can sum up Threads. Fletcher is also team Takeshita. Fuck yes. Fuck you, Kyle. Yeah, with the squeak and all, because that was the genuine reaction. Was fuck you, Kyle.
Yeah. Let's see. Kurt Jangle, God Killer Takeshita. Exactly. That's how he felt.
Instead of Alpha, that's what they should rebrand.
Oh God. There's currently no reason, barring injury, that we pray does not happen, where Takeshita doesn't end up as one of the top 5 Japanese wrestlers in history. I agree.
Yeah.
Pippin says the first heartbreak of the night. And yeah, big time.
I'm not emotionally okay.
He has everything
You're going
going.
to call Tony Khan the Heartbreak Kid now.
Yeah. Well, look at Shawn Michaels. I don't think that weird-looking motherfucker's breaking any hearts anymore.
No.
Blurry Line 7, he has everything
Only
going
when
for
he
him
looks
to
in the
become a
mirror.
legend akin to Tana or Okada. I agree. Bucky Mama says 2 times on site whenever I see Kyle Fletcher. Kurt Jangle, I don't believe in love anymore.
Same.
Oh, yeah. Benny the Bear says, yeah, it was taking so long. It's like, oh, yeah, here it comes.
And then,
Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher proved that you can never trust dudes in 3-piece suits and no socks. It's so true.
Nope.
So true.
Nope. Fuck Don Callis.
Yes. And then always never adds, you absolutely
that's what
cannot
I was
have
going to get to.
Fletcher and Take leave the family at the same time. I also love that spot with Okada and Fletcher with the belt.
Yup.
So what I
And there's your fucking seeds that you're planting down the road.
Mhm.
But what I took this as is Okada's like, oh, fine, I'll be done with him. Like Okada and Takeshita, I think they're done.
Probably.
This is about Fletcher and Takeshita now over the international title. The international title can finally start to feel like what it felt like a year ago, where it was it was the second most important men's singles title. And
or hear me out. Combine it with the fucking Continental and bring back the Unified that you made a big fucking deal over.
Yeah.
The International Championship.
Take is unifying the belts. He has to get his win back against Mox, and I don't fantasy book. You don't fantasy book, but that's a great point because Mox did beat him at the last show. So that's a good point. All right, we should probably move on.
Yeah, we should because we're only 3 matches in.
But it's gonna be a long show, guys. Sorry.
It's gonna be a super long show because whatever.
It was a 5-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah, so if we go 3 hours, I mean that's about right. You know,
some of these matches, we'll see. Whatever. The next match is a first-round match in the Owen Hart tournament. We have the Forever Champ Athena, who has not lost a match in her 77 of her last matches, versus Mina Shirakawa. 2 popular ladies. Never trust men who look like bedazzled penises. Fucking truer words have never been spoken.
It really is true. Blurry Line, thank you for reminding us of that because Dawn and Kyle both look like bedazzled penises. That is
it's come up true. Several times in my life, and those are true words. Absolutely. What? Okay, I'm going to jump ahead a teeny tiny little bit. What is the Pac-Man fever thing that Mina Shirakawa is doing? What she kept doing this, like chomping. Remember Pac-Man fever? Remember that song? Okay, it was an old song. Pac-Man was a popular video game in the 80s, and they made a song called Pac-Man Fever, and people would do a little dance where they acted like they were Pac-Man. And Mina kept doing that throughout the whole match. The fuck was that?
I don't.
No one knows what I'm talking about.
No.
She kept doing this.
I'm gonna have to rewatch.
Like she was going chomp, 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 chomp. I thought it was like calling for a move, but I don't know what move she was calling for.
Did you take your medications yesterday?
I did take some medication yesterday, and that may have had something to do with it. That's probably why I don't remember a lot of the details from these matches. But she kept, crocodile arms. Thank you, Bleary Line. So, okay.
I don't recall this.
Pac-Man fever, it's driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. You never heard this song?
I've heard it.
Buckner and Garcia.
I'm a late 80s baby, so like I grew up in the 90s.
It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible song about Pac-Man. We had the 45. Anyway.
So Athena versus
no
Mina
one knows
Shirakawa.
what she was doing.
I don't know why she was doing it.
It's not like she's not calling for a move. Well,
I don't know. Maybe she was just like, I'm going to eat this bitch. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, she didn't. It was a good match, though. No surprise, because holy shit,
it was.
I would like for Athena to win the whole thing.
I would too,
but that's just me personally. Okay, good.
And here's my thing: move Athena up to the AEW roster now. You're down Willow. You're down Tony. You're down Mercedes. Athena's your girl.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
100%.
And then
stop fucking around. Put put the belt on Athena, push this girl right now.
And continue developing the character of Sheeta and Stat and all these other people that they are doing good work with. You know, like I got to say, Sheeta has been, it's like she's been under contract literally the entire run of AEW. But I feel like we're just getting to see a big part of who she is.
Yeah.
And
her
really
whole
cool.
title
kind of allowed her geek side to come out. And like you can kind of tell she's playing a video game villain right now, which I love. I mean, it's my favorite type of gimmick. So like fucking push her. I hope they can now spend some time with Mina too, actually going back to what she was kind of alluding to, and that's finding Tony's killer. Put her in a full fucking whodunit gear. Like, fucking make a fun fucking segment. Like, Jesus Christ, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Cody, hire me.
Yeah, I know. Athena really has been on a heater lately, Benny the Bear says. She has. She's as good in ring as anyone else in AEW, period. She might be the best in ring that AEW has. And that's a huge compliment. She is incredible. And it's not that I see ROH as the minor leagues. It's like it's holding her down at this point, character-wise. It's just holding her down. Being champion for like 27 years doesn't matter at a certain point because there's nobody credible in that division anymore. So you've got
to take her on. Yeah.
You're muted, bud. Degree, you're muted.
So this whole time I've actually been clearing my throat with my microphone on.
No. I've been surprised.
I have not heard you.
I've been surprised at how little.
I think it's only been muted for like just a little teeny bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. No, I was just agreeing with you. It doesn't matter. I was agreeing with both of you. Whatever the two of you said, I fucking agreed with.
Yes.
I will say, even Lance Storm has jumped in and said, "Get her out of ROH."
Yeah, I saw that comment. I will. Go ahead.
She's just really super good.
And she's
the whole package.
And
why would you not utilize that?
She's the kind of good that you can't be for very long.
Right.
Like,
dude,
the apex
that woman
of her ability.
I have told this story every time Athena comes up, and I will tell it every time until the day I die. We were front row at the fucking Warrior Wrestling show in Chicago. Front row. And Athena sold a leg injury. I was 100% convinced. I'm like, shit, her career is over. This woman's never going to wrestle again. She's hurt herself, and I witnessed Athena's last match. And it was all a lie. It was a ruse. She's just incredible. She's so talented in every aspect of wrestling.
Blurry Line makes a great point. Mina does deserve a lot of praise for absolutely wrestling to Athena's level, and not many wrestlers on the planet and work to Athena's level. I agree. I think they have great chemistry together. They have had a great match together before. And I think that with Mina, I mean, this woman as an in-ring competitor, the first time I ever saw her was in Stardom. She was not this. I mean, she was not even close to this. She has come so far in such a quick period of time and really, really raised her game. And I am a huge fan of Mina and would love to see her.
How long has she been in the business?
6-7 years, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
But she's leveled up
massively.
She got in. She's in her late 30s though. She got in when she was older. So
she's my age.
Yeah.
Which if I knew that I could get into wrestling 5 years ago,
right?
6 years ago, I would have done it. Now, not so much.
Get him alone. No.
What's this?
I don't know. I don't.
What did I? Is he tricking me into something again?
Yes, very likely. Yes.
Okay.
Meggy O'Kenna says, here's the thing. Time and time again, when asked, Athena talks about over how happy she is working ROH and running her own promotion, Metroplex in Dallas, in her home. I agree. She can still do it on the AEW roster. Yeah, at a certain point, you have to prioritize what is good to watch.
There is something, though, to be said for like years from now, when all is said and done, and history, the books have been written, she's going to be a fucking 6,000 day champion. And like, that's fucking cool. I'm a big, like, I like continuity. I like, history and shit like that. And so to be able to look back at her and so she's not in the main roster doing the things she should be doing, but damn, that's a cool little piece of history. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to beat Bruno Sammartino's record.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Like, they had Roman beat like a bunch of records, and then Tony's like, fuck it, I'll just have her beat Bruno. She'll be champion for 14 years. Like,
the what is it? Is it 7 years straight or something? Like,
Eden spotting.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful horse behind you. Oh,
Blurry Line makes the point I was kind of dancing around, not to age people or bring up shelf life, because I believe Athena is going to go for a long, long time, but Athena is going to be 38 soon. Like, this is her prime. I want to see her on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what I'm saying. It's not, and if she's happy with this, like, bless her, like, you're having a great run, but damn it, you should be the biggest woman in AEW for a while, especially after all the work she's done,
So happy to see these women that are my age doing these incredible fucking feats.
Oh, Degree, you said Athena was selling her injury to the point you thought you saw her last match.
Yeah.
So that's why Yeti Malone was like, we can't believe women.
That's a horrible thing to say, Yeti Malone. This is horrible. Who are you?
Kurt Jangle, Texas native, says MPX rules and I need to get to more shows. Absolutely.
You do.
Absolutely. Hey, I just want to thank our audience so far. This is the highest live viewership we've ever had. Thank you very, very much. So Athena basically gets her ass kicked most of the match. There were a couple rough spots, but I actually liked it because I thought that sometimes you can be a little like off, but it looks like you're struggling with each other. And this was the good kind of off where you don't have to be perfectly fluid and crisp. And they were done the disservice of being put in this match after Okada and Takeshita. So anybody would have a hard time following that up. And I think they did a great job. But basically, Mina's kicking her ass most of the match. And Athena just hits the O-face and bends her. And it really sold how devastating that move is.
This is also the point where my wife, still making a puzzle, was saying, these women are making a lot of noises. And that's all she said. They were.
We need to have your wife on the show sometime.
I know, dude.
She would be a great guest.
We need to have like a live stream where she talks about, because we do this thing every week where she rates Renee Paquette's outfits.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. Yeah, she doesn't really like it as much as the rest of us enjoy it. But
I think I'm with your wife. I don't always love Renee's outfits.
No.
But that's because Renee takes wild risks with her outfit.
She does. Yeah, but
it doesn't mean they work.
And every week it's like, oh, let me guess, is she wearing a vest again? And like, sure as shit. And then she'll follow it up where she's like, let me guess, the sparkled belt. And sure as shit, like, right?
Maggie O'Kenna, not to wildly fantasy book Way Over the Moon, but my God, the Athena Oscar rematch would be unreal. Holy shit. It's not gonna happen.
I would love for her just to like show up in AEW for like.
If Asuka showed up in
like
AEW, I would lose my fucking mind. Are you kidding me? Kana?
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about what I thought was going to happen with the women's event, because I was it looked like they were gearing up for something. And
Athena versus Sari is going to bang so hard. TK, don't be a coward and let Sari win the Owen. So you think they're going to do Sari versus Tekla at All In? I mean, they have time to build whoever wins it, but I'm not sure if they can quite get to that level. We'll see. Maggie, heel reads and hot tags. I definitely judge their outfits too. LOL. And look, Renee is from Toronto at the end of the day. The vest in Canada is a deluxe garment. Okay. It's like, it is
a deluxe garment.
Yeah. It's like, how like, when you grow up poor, like when you get to go out to like Arby's, that's like a nice dinner that everybody gets to have.
Arby's?
Yeah, that was.
You could have said Red Lobster.
Yeah,
kids, don't worry. We're getting Arby's and horsey sauce. It's a big night.
Maggie Okada, degree your wife should be behind you doing a puzzle during the stream and chime in for outfits and Callus spots.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you let her know. She's
who the fuck is Don Callis?
Yeah, she's a star in the making.
Oh my God.
Maggie Okada does bring up I enjoy the Renee Canadian tuxedo. Renee leans into the Canadian tuxedo, and I appreciate that.
It's one of the few outfits of her. Sometimes it's one of the few outfits I love of hers, but sometimes I just look at her and I go, "Girl, what the F are you wearing?"
Well, because it's like things that are just like wildly like. I mean, and this is what I like about Renee is like those are her clothes. Those are her clothes. She's not being dressed by like any like those are her clothes. And yeah, sometimes she's not gonna knock it out of the park, but
she's the GOAT
she's cool
backstage interviewer at this point. She
is super the GOAT.
Yeah. I think she's surpassed Mean Gene. Like she has reached the pinnacle of her field. Yeah. Lexi Nair is very good too, though. She's coming up and she's come a long way, a long time.
Yeah.
Not the Arby's. Kurt Jangle, Arby's had the meats. What does Red Lobster have that compares? Exactly.
Unlimited shrimp.
I don't think Red Lobster's that good. I just never thought that it.
I had
you
it
like
once.
it? Yeah.
Well, no. So I'm a New York, New England girl, right? Like I grew up going to the Cape, having fresh lobster rolls. So the one time I tried, and also I'm an Italian girl, so this is where this is going to go. I will never, besides the one time I've eaten at Red Lobster in Olive Garden, ever return to those restaurants.
I don't think you're allowed. I don't think you're allowed to go back as an Italian.
I am a Polish boy who grew up in a cornfield, and I would also never go to either of those restaurants ever again.
The Stephanie K says it's nice to see something different on women than a skirt up to their coochie. Yes,
fair.
We have finally said the word coochie on a live stream.
It took this long.
Heel reads and hot tags. Arby does have good mozzarella sticks and curly fries. LOL.
Fuck yeah, they do. I think all the Arby's by us are closed. There's not really any open anymore.
Well, yeah, it's because you stopped going there.
Probably. Yeah. I started getting healthy.
Fuck you, mama, 2 times. You can definitely build Tekla versus Sari. Sari is a freelancer and was never in Stardom with Tekla. Tekla knows Joshi, but she doesn't know about Sari. And Yeti Malone says cheddar, bay, biscuits. All right, we're going to keep going.
Those were really good.
You can buy those at the grocery store. Okay, do you want to move on to the next match?
Let's move on. Why don't we talk about this?
Speaking of Renee, let's talk about her husband.
Yeah, the next match was my 4th match of the night. John Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. And we've been waiting for this match.
Look, a Kyle we can root for.
Yes, Kyle has beaten Moxley, made him tap, 2 or 3 times
Twice.
At this point.
Twice.
Just disgusting face of blood. The guy that Moxley can't beat. And speaking of guys who keep taking a licking and keep coming back, Jim Ross is back on commentary, and everybody got really fucking nervous. What do you guys think?
Well, given the fact that JR
I'm gonna give him grace.
is being tested for dementia and Alzheimer's right now, I was kind of like,
yes,
you know what?
True.
He kept calling Kyle O'Reilly.
That is true.
This kid.
I didn't think about that.
The kid, because I think he was having trouble with his name a few times. But it was actually great to hear him on the call because just this guy doesn't have much.
His last time.
Any of these matches could be his last time. He is Jim Ross is the GOAT of my generation. Like, I don't think it's particularly close in that regard. And I loved fucking WCW Jim Ross, who took himself way too fucking seriously. Well, he went to West Texas school, and he always says school. But it was good. It was good that JR was there, and they had a really good match. Very different than every other kind of match that you saw on this show. Yes. It was grappling. It was mat work. It was kicking, punching, physicality. I liked the finish because I knew Mox was going to win. I just what's the point of having O'Reilly, beat him again?
Yeah,
because O'Reilly's clearly not in line for a big singles push. So, you don't.
I think O'Reilly's okay with that.
O'Reilly's a trios champ. That's and he's been injured a lot. And that's really, you got to be careful where you slot him in. And so what I loved was Moxley, kind of reverses into a ankle lock of his own. And I loved O'Reilly's trying to get to the ropes desperately. Desperately.
Yes.
It was all O'Reilly. He made the ending. And
it looked like it was glitching.
Yeah.
The way he was jerking for the ropes so much. And they called him a caged animal or something.
And he really played that up like he was a caged animal. Yeah. He's spinning around in circles and Moxley's just not letting go. And he finally just He can't get out. And he sells like, I can't push or pull myself anymore. And he just lays there for a second trying to figure out, is this really the fucking end? And he's like, yep, it's the end. And he taps out.
Yeah.
That's all I really have for this one.
It was great psychological storytelling on Moxley's part.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm glad Moxley won with the ankle lock submission. I thought that was a perfect way to end this.
Yeah. And you know, ultimately Kyle helped Moxley's character advance. And I think that he should be proud of that because he played a really important role. I don't think a lot of people can say that in AEW. Moxley's usually the one advancing others. So for him to be advanced by Kyle, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. You're playing an important role there.
Kyle gets legitimized in that. I mean, not that he needs to be legitimized at this point, but just he went the distance. He went the distance as more times than most people can say they've done with Mox.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that Mox kept taking out Kyle's legs to take away those vicious kicks. Yeah, Benny the Bear. That is very true. Mox, the psychology of his matches over the last really post-title reign, post-world title reign, have been so good. Like just logical MMA kind of influenced matches that are just great matches. Mox and Kyle is like my preferred genre of MMA influenced wrestling. It's not fucking raw underground. Yes. Yes. It's something very much within the realms of wrestling where both guys just happen to be very competent martial artists who can make their stuff look good. Yes. Oh, hey, New Day Mark in the chat. My ears no longer hurt from being in that crowd last night. How did it feel being at one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my life? I was just at Dynasty. It was a lot of fun being there, but I know damn well that show was nothing compared to
last night was the show.
Yeah, last night was the fucking show. So I was happy for you. I was thinking of you. Great. I'm very glad you got to be there.
Super cool. Yeah, there's a point in any Jon Moxley match where he is like a bad guy in a video game, and it's like you've depleted his power meter. Oh, but he's got a second power meter waiting because it's Mox.
It's Mox. Know? He is the big bad.
Yeah. And the handshake at the end was classy too.
It was. And it was begrudging, and it was like you could tell O'Reilly hates his guts still, but you got to do it. Django says incredible physical storytelling, and both men played their roles perfectly. Exactly. Really, really good match. Then, as Mox is making his exit, so Will Ospreay comes out.
Keep going.
Yeah, I know. I was like, should I
was waiting for
I keep doing the song?
Part.
Yeah. So the crowd is going nuts, and Ospreay comes down. He's just wearing a simple black kind of leather vest looking thing.
Can we take a moment to appreciate Dark Will Ospreay?
Sith Lord.
Holy fuck, Sith Lord Will Ospreay. Alex is a lucky fucking lady. Because I don't know what Will Ospreay did on his recovery, but dear God, and then he comes out looking like an evil overlord. I was done.
Yeah. Well, I think what he did while he was gone is he fixed his hair.
He did fix his hair.
He just got his hair figured out. They got it sorted.
He didn't know where to go with it.
Was it just his hair? I don't know.
I mean, he lost muscle mass too, but like, I don't think
he had the charming smile, but the hair just never was quite there.
His hair was different every single week. I was expecting him to come out in braids or something one week.
Yeah,
I mean, he was just very different every single week. I could see him with one of those caps that has the dreads in it at one point. Like, you know, just you never knew what you were going to get with Slick Willie, you know, but now he's
a visor with the fake spiked hair on the top, you know, that's a classy look. My dad had one of those.
Blurry line.
Maybe Alex coming to AEW was a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
So she can have control over his hair.
She has control over her. You can tell. There's somebody else guiding that ship now. And it's a relief. Blurry Line 7 says Mox is one of the best in-ring minds of his generation. Agreed. I think him and Kenny Omega, of their respective styles, could probably take that at least deep into consideration there. And then New Day Mark says, that was the greatest show I've ever been to. The pop for Foley at the beginning of the buy-in with only 3,000 or 4,000 people in the building was the loudest pop I've heard in person.
Wow.
It came through very loud.
So loud.
Like, it was very loud.
So are we renaming the Road Warriors pop?
Yeah, the Foley pop.
Right.
The
so
weird
match,
one pop, yeah.
Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay. It's like my own personal Mount Rushmore, or at least half of it in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Ospreay, fucking the bell rings and he's already on him.
Mm-hmm.
This is the new Will Ospreay. This is the badass Death Rider.
This is
Will
the Death
Ospreay.
Rider. Will
Right,
Ospreay.
he's a bird of prey, as Mox told him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a super good
Which
match.
is funny considering Brawling Birds.
Yeah, yeah, good point.
Right? The only thing I have in my notes is that Will Ospreay managed to do a Styles Clash on Samoa Joe, because that was when I sat up.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard because we all know what his Samoa Joe's history with AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Will Ospreay is heavily inspired by AJ Styles. I died. It was also a very clean looking Styles Clash
Mm-hmm.
for someone the size of.
He's a big guy.
Joe.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's kind of large. Yeah.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, on to piggyback off that comment though, we hear rumors about AJ Styles saying that his dream match would be against Kenny Omega. It's like, you better keep those fucking paychecks coming, Paul.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
I still don't think it's out of the question. I think
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's out of the question. I
Like-
think it's not.
I think it's less than likely.
less than
but I don't
likely
think it's
for
out of the question.
sure.
there's like a 5% chance
Mhm.
it happened. That story is not over, and it's something I won't forgive AJ Styles for not even
Mm-hmm.
taking 1 second to think like we need to end this story, and then just see AJ Styles and Will Ospreay in the ring. But I digress.
Stephanie says the
Mhm.
bad boy thing is real. Yeah.
Yes,
Larry Line
Yeah.
says Will is a certified himbo. Yes. He is.
yes.
Mhm.
By his own admission, heel reads and hot tags. She is. His character has shifted or evolved. Show how he got more hot. LOL. Oh, show how he got more hot. Yeah.
I never thought Ospreay was attractive
Somehow.
until he's returned,
Yeah.
and now I'm like,
Oh, sure.
holy fuck! I get the Will Ospreay stuff.
Now, could we take a minute though to just recognize the sheer fucking greatness of Samoa Joe? This
That
guy,
was incredible.
It's most of my life.
he can be anyone that he needs to be. In any situation. Go ahead.
I thought for a second he was winning. I was convinced. I was like, oh, Tony's going to pull the rug under us, because the way Joe was wrestling
Mhm.
was insane. I was like, oh my God, they're going to do this to Ospreay again.
Right.
When they,
I'm at a point now where I always just I am always worried about that.
Yeah.
Like I don't trust anything anymore. Yeah. There were a
Anything.
couple moments where I wondered if Joe was going over.
well, and I thought it was really fascinating. So of course they do the 3-arm thing, which they do very selectively. Like most times it's just one and you're done. Like you don't need 3 times to know if a guy's out. Like if it goes down once, he's out.
Well,
But
That's to build drama.
They still showed us that, yes, you do. Because
they did it.
I was convinced at that point Ospreay was done. I was like,
That was
"This
pretty
is it."
genius though, because
That's
he's
why
like
they-
choking
yeah.
out, and they raise it once, raise it twice, and then it's falling, and it just fell on the rope, and like
Right.
that was
he didn't do the Dusty Rhodes thing. you know?
that was good shit. And Ospreay's selling was really really good during that part.
And the way the camera was set up,
Yeah.
that was fucking like they had that camera right there for that. That was
There were a
A+
ton of
camera work.
moments like that that
Mhm.
were so perfect.
Yep. Larry Line says you can basically pretend that WWE Joe never happened. This is the logical progression of what TNA and ROH Joe should have become with age.
Yeah.
I agree. He could still be a world champion at any time. He's older than me, and that's old. Okay, like old as fuck. He's like 47, 48 years old. So like,
Thanks, Blade.
yeah, he's only a year younger
That's
than
old.
Degree. He's only a year younger than Degree. I mean, it's
Yeah.
insane. Kurt Jangle says AJ and the Good Brothers for one last run in AEW. You know, I'm all for AJ. Good Brothers.
I'm on this.
They've had their chances, damn it. They kept going back to WWE. Benny the Bear, honestly, the way Joe has slowed down really works for him. And anytime he is there, Joe is a problem for everyone. And even the mass he's gained works for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, he's
terrifying
how to hold himself for his style.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Larry Line was very vocal yesterday in this chat I was in. I fucking hate the 3-arm raise. Like, surely if he drops once, he's already unconscious and the ref is just letting him get brain damage. It is true. It is true. And whereas Kurt Jangle says, I am a huge mark for a submission 3 count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a referee's discretion. You
Yes.
know, it's sort of like it's a 10 count outside, but you think the referee's going to count 10 during a title match? He's going to let it go a little
Right.
bit. So it's the same thing with
Yeah,
submission.
it's the ref going, oh, his arm dropped. No, let's see if it drops again. No, one more time. Let's just see if it drops again.
I'll give him one more chance. He's like a parent in that way, you know?
Let's see if it drops again. Let's see if it drops again.
All right. Do we want to move on to the next match?
Yes.
Do we have anything else to say about that
Well,
one?
and Ospreay wins.
Ospreay won.
He fucking
It was a great match.
knocked Joe the fuck out and looked like a badass. And Joe even very, very begrudgingly gave him a little props on the way out.
You just know that was a dream match for both of them. So, and you could tell in the way they performed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in the chat? No? All right. Next match.
Yeah.
So the next
Let's
match.
go.
What? Yeah. It's like 7:00. We're on match 6.
Yeah.
Bandito versus Swerve, first round, Owen Hart Cup. Swerve fucking. So, okay. So it's a Sunday night. My kids do laundry on Sunday nights. My son says, what's the next match? And I said, I don't know what the next match is. You probably have time to take your laundry out and go put it downstairs. But be forewarned, sometimes Swerve has really cool entrances at pay-per-views. And that motherfucker missed. I took pictures of the television because I was like, get up here. Like, you got to see what he's dressed like. Because he was wearing the fucking Beat It jacket. And that was cool as shit.
This match was so fucking
Yeah, there was a match too.
crazy. This match was fucking insane, batshit shit I've never seen before. Swerve standing on Bandito's shoulders and gives him a fucking what's the kick move he does?
The kick to the head?
Yeah, yeah. He fucking just winds his foot back and kicks him in the fucking head.
Stomp.
Either way, it was fucking insane.
It's
like
the house
I literally
the house
stopped what I was doing, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
Yeah, it's
like,
the house call.
Yeah,
everyone was sitting in the back watching the previous match, going, "How the fuck do I beat this? Let's come up with something fucking crazy," because it's the only way to explain this pay-per-view.
Swerve was like, tonight's the night I'm going to reveal that I can actually fly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here it is.
And he also took a poison Rana off the apron to the floor.
Yes, that was insane.
That was
like
maybe not the smartest thing
That's
to
the
do.
most dangerous looking fucking thing I can think of. You could do because you can't see where you're going. And anything can happen. And Swerve had to trust Bandito massively. And Bandito had to protect Swerve really, really well. And they didn't hesitate. They just went for it.
No.
I mean, it's crazy.
It shows how well they know each other, how well they trust each other, and how good they are. Like, these are two of the best right now. And only two of the best can pull that off.
Yep. New Day Mark, I know you were looking forward to this match the most, as was I, and you said Swerve versus Bandito match of the fucking year. It's right up there. Takeshita and Okada is right there too. They're so good.
How many matches tonight were match of the year?
Right.
All of them.
Larry Line 7, Swerve took the Thriller jacket and turned it into a vest, the most premium of garments. Yes. In Canada, yes. No, yeah.
He looks so fucking cool.
But these guys just have a great fucking match. They're kicking out of everything. Both of them are. Bandito just doesn't have bad matches. Swerve doesn't have bad matches. I want to see these two feud proper at some point because this, for Bandito, it helped massively because it just shows how on the level he is. This is the second AEW world champion, former world champion he's wrestled. and he almost beat him several times. He also
Yeah.
fucking one-handed press slammed Swerve at one point.
Yeah.
Gigantic now Swerve. And then he did the fucking 21 plex from the laying down position on Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, Bandito is like I don't know, early to mid 90s Shawn Michaels, where it's just not that he is wrestling like him, but just every single fucking match.
Mm-hmm.
Every match is another 5-star match, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, they just did. I loved every second of it. It was so good. It somehow exceeded my expectations. This match was amazing, and Swerve might be the most athletic worker in AEW. The argument could certainly be made. Yeah. This match would have been my favorite if it wasn't for Okada and Takeshita. Yeah. And then New Day says Takeshita versus Okada was second place. Match of the year, Kyle Mox 3. Ask me tomorrow, I might change my mind. That's how good that's how good.
That's totally it.
And then Bleary Line says deadlift 21 plex on Hefty Swerve is insane.
Hefty Swerve.
Yeah. Well, Swerve has a lot of work to do on that move too. You can't even do that to a child if they don't let you. So like,
right.
You know, I mean, it's a lot of cooperation from the guy taking the move. In their to their credit.
It's my love-hate relationship with the 21 plex.
Yes.
Because it is kind of like
the setup's corny as fuck, and there's problems.
But it's cool shit.
But it's Bandito makes it look cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
We move. Swerve gets the win.
Yeah.
Swerve gets the win. He moves on.
Which I don't think surprised anybody too much.
No.
Next up, the women's championship match. Tekla versus Sheeta versus Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter. Tekla got more fire in her entrance than any other person in the history of wrestling.
Yeah.
Holy fucking, was Kane in the ring last night? Because holy shit, she got a lot of fire.
Yeah.
This is your star.
Yeah.
Anyway, no build, good match.
No build.
Yeah.
Right?
I still have a lot of issues with this match.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I figured we were going to go.
Go ahead.
Do we want to say anything nice about it? Or do we want to talk
No,
about
it was a great match.
It was.
I don't think they needed a. I love that we're building Sheeta versus Stat and like a non-championship feud, but that could have been a match of its own. And it just felt like, let's throw 2 other people in here, including the women's world champion. So we have the women's championship on a pay-per-view. And it just was stupid. And then it kind of felt like, okay, I kept hoping like, okay, maybe there'll be a return. Maybe there'll be a debut. Maybe they're going to make this worth it. To just have this random fucking, we don't have anything for Tekla to do match. And this is where Tony's booking pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I think there's also like they were trying not to do Jamie Hayter versus Tekla again.
Yeah.
You know, because they've already done
it
a couple times.
Which is fun.
But this is where it feels like one of those things where it's like, okay, maybe Tony has a game plan down the road, but
we have to stop waiting to the down the road. He has to start booking for the now, not Mercedes returns, not Tony's return.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's like, let's just go grab some toys from the toy box and throw them in the ring.
Yeah. He could literally be setting something up for Forbidden Door right now. Tekla literally was fired from New Japan /Stardom.
Oh, I think that's still going to have a role to play for sure.
Oh, I 100%. But why is that not being built more now? They're already kind of made a joke, had her joke about it. Mm-hmm. Fucking play it up going into Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you had mentioned earlier the Mina looking for Tony's killer or whatever attacker, you know? And it's just that. It's like, okay, look, if you're only going to do one match a night, then give me 5 minutes of Mina in a Sherlock Holmes hat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just so I know that there's something else going on and that there's one other woman that's doing something beyond fighting for a belt in this company.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think
the match is fuking killer, don't get me wrong, but
it was great. It was fantastic.
It was a really good match. Yeah.
It just feels like women are never going to get that respect on TV until they start booking it properly. And that's when Tony's like, well, it's the ratings, this and that. Book it properly. Show people that the ratings will still be there. It's not that fucking hard.
Right. No, and I agree. I don't think there's this crisis with having the women on, but they're kind of booked that way, and it's very infuriating.
Like they're second, they're an afterthought.
Blurry line.
This world title match was an afterthought.
Yeah, no, it was for sure.
Yeah, big time.
Blurry line,
fun and great, but
yeah. Blurry line 7 says like there's no real story, but a whole lot of fun if you have some buddies all having an insane 4-way. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
like a video game match, pretty much. Like you just do it for the hell of it.
It's an episode of Super Smash Bros.
Yeah. And it was a super good match.
Yeah.
And
it was great.
Like, but I was thinking the same thing as you, where I'm like, okay, this is just some cobbled together bullshit, but maybe there's going to be one or two little story arcs that spark off of this and that. And, we're going to get something tonight. And we didn't really,
Well, we did.
It just,
I think Sheeta turning on.
Well, I guess Sheeta.
Yeah. We got Sheeta turning on Stat and like actually attacking her with the cane. And I think that is significant because it was like kind of going full mask off finally. And I think that'll be more significant as time goes on. But I agree. I mean, I really like seeing Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander hit each other because they're just two tough motherfuckers just beating the shit out of each other. It's like seeing Bruiser Brody and Stan Hansen beat each other up. Like,
yeah, dude,
it's just
fucking throwing forearms.
Yeah, it's just super badass. So I enjoyed that. And, I thought Tekla had to retain. There was no point in her losing the belt in this match. Because nobody had been built up. Yeah.
No.
So
and Tekla is again like with the pyro and all that. Like they clearly know what they have with that lady because like she is getting. It's not just that she's getting a push and she's getting a good storyline. I feel like she is positioned where it's like this is a future star. It's a current star, but it's somebody you can build on.
Your division.
Yeah, and they'll build on her over time.
Stop waiting for what he thinks are the only two stars they have to return.
Well,
because Tony is probably out for another fucking year.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Well, and that's the thing is that you're only ever going to have those two stars if you keep doing it like you're doing it. And that's the issue is, look, Tony Khan, I don't think, the stuff people say about him, do I think he hates women's wrestling? No, I don't think so. I think
because Ring of Honor shows that he doesn't.
Right.
Yeah, Ring of Honor is his love letter to women's wrestling.
Yeah, and that's and that's great, but like it will sell on the main roster if you build people up to be sold. It's like I think having Mina do the detective thing. She doesn't even need to wrestle if you do it right.
Right.
Like it's like she can show her personality and just get over that way. It's like she has a huge personality, just like Harley. And she does comedy stuff so well. So,
why does Harley not have a Piper's Pit segment?
Right. There's all kinds of ways that they could be doing more. And, it's been disappointing, since Tony got written off that, they haven't done more with the women's division. They need to. They're doing the crossover with Stardom at Forbidden Door. So I have to feel hopeful about that, but it's tempered certainly by a reality of what we're seeing.
A lot.
Yeah. Let's see. Blurry Line 7, Luther moved on to new employment. Quick. Benny the Bear. Yeah. We can always tell when people are feuds are on pause, waiting or for whoever. Right. Yeah. Yeah. If they make the women a priority, the ratings will come because the talent will rise 100%.
It's really common sense.
I think it's really, really difficult for Tony to not see past two of the biggest women's ratings draws in the entire company. It is, but how are you ever going to have more than those two people if you don't build anybody else?
He's doing what Triple H said about if we lose Roman, if we lose Cody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's doing the same exact thing.
That is how the women's division feels. Yeah.
It's like that's where he gets hung up on. Like I know he's an analytics guy, and it's like that's where he gets hung up on. Well, X plus Z equals ratings, and these two characters, and it's like, no, dude, like you just got to kind of book on the fly here,
Yep. And Kurt Jangle says this was just to move the sheet of stat. Right. Tekla was basically a side character in the story. Tekla's title reign. Tekla's title reign feels kind of similar to Mercedes' title reign, which was all challengers. Very little story, except for Tony. Mercedes and Tony was a story. But most of Mercedes' title reign, aside from that, was just Mercedes is a huge fucking star. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be able to wrestle her. Tekla is like challenger monster of the week. Who's Tekla taking out this week? It
feels very Mariah May. It's a placeholder.
Yeah. And Jangle makes the point I just made, which sucks because why is the champion taking a backseat to another story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With only 30 minutes of screen time per week servicing 3 championships, it's pretty impossible for any of the women to get over. Notice how over Mercedes versus Tony was because all TV time was dedicated to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Tekla's building Forbidden Door on her own by attacking Okada at the U.S. Stardom show. Yes, agreed.
Yeah. Tekla is such a huge personality that she can kind of carry that. You know what I mean? Which is fantastic. But
she's made the run her own by doing her own thing.
She succeeded in spite of the booking. Yeah, she succeeded in spite of the booking. And I fucking love Tekla, and she's honestly one of my. I would put her in my top 5 favorite promos. Period. Right now, like I just love when I get to see her because she is so funny, and she is so amusing.
She's unhinged.
She's unhinged. She's entertaining. I remember seeing her in Stardom. I didn't see her before Stardom. I know she was in other places, but I remember thinking because she talks so much shit in the ring to her opponents, she'd be like, she'd just be constantly talking shit. And I was like, she would be a big star in America. Mm-hmm. And
I want her and Okada bitch off.
Right. Oh God.
That's all I want.
It's Okada going, bitch. And she's going, dumb bitches.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah, right. Dude. Yeah, she just approaches everything so differently. Like I've read interviews with her where she talks about not really growing up as a huge wrestling fan, which usually is the kind of thing where you're like, I don't like that. Mm-hmm. But she respects it. She clearly respects it. And she's just coming at it kind of as an artist, she's coming at it from a very different perspective. And she's just great.
Yep.
It shows. She's cool as shit.
Yep.
You want to move on to the next match?
And she wins after Shida.
She wins.
Beats the living shit out of Stat with a cane, with her kendo stick, and then Hayter takes Shida out, and Tekla gets the win.
Yay, Tekla! Next up, the match you've all been waiting for: the Stadium Stampede, Jericho and the Elite and the Hurt Syndicate versus the Demand. And Andrade and Mark Davis and the Dogs. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Or did I leave some people out? And the Demand were wearing baseball uniforms, and they reminded me of that fucking Gang and the Warriors, the Baseball Furies.
Yeah.
I was excited about that, but they weren't wearing any face paint. Chris Jericho was the Canadian Michael Hayes, and they did that cool movie intro thing at the beginning.
So good. It was so good.
So with the fucking tennis ball and all that shit, that was great.
Well, and Books and I had been talking some shit about Kenny recently because he hadn't been appearing on Dynamite, and
especially in North Carolina.
Yeah. And then we Tino Ibarra is asking, is Degree flying a plane while podcasting? Because of the headphones. The headphones.
I like the curtain behind me.
Yeah.
Totally.
But I loved this match. I thought it was so fun, and it really struck me when the match started. They took a huge risk doing this again because the first one is so beloved that I think a lot of people forget there was a second one that was done with the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle because it never gets talked about. But, now we got pilot talk over here. Not going to lie, Degree looks like a pilot.
What's your vector, Victor?
Yeah. Oh, hello. That sounds perfect. Don't talk to me like that.
But it's a movie. It's called Airplane. It's like a 40-year-old joke, Blade.
It's actually more like a 50-something-year-old joke.
I don't know.
I picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue. Anymore. Okay.
Right.
So anyway, we can't possibly describe this entire match. It is chaos. It is wild. I think everybody had a different idea about what it was going to be. But when Kenny, the camera finally cuts to Kenny, he's the last guy introduced in the intro, and he's smoking a cigar with his head up. He looks like a movie star. He looks genuinely badass until he goes full Kenny Omega and starts choking and gagging so hard on the cigar smoke. because this man does not.
No one. That would
All
not be
was
funny.
forgiven.
Yeah, it would not be funny if anybody else did it.
No.
That dude
No,
is just, it fits his character so perfectly.
Yep. Yeah.
I've completely forgiven Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he had that heel hair where the blonde is kind of growing out.
Mm-hmm. He's going back to like the ramen noodle style. Yeah.
Yeah. He had that suit on, and then he did that. I was like, Kenny, all is forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the reason why you're not coming to North Carolina. I understand. I'm a creep. I'm a creep.
The Bucks with the business suits and
Yeah.
with
I think they had PTSD.
with the cape.
I literally was like, I was worried we were going EVP there for a second. I was like, see, you could have had so much fun with the EVP with the tassels if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That their outfits were so awesome. There was so much cool shit that happened in this match. It's goofy wrestling. And I gotta say, I have missed AEW being this unhinged and out there.
Me too.
Yeah.
They don't need to do it a lot. They don't need to do it all the time. But they didn't do it enough the last year or so. Yeah. And it's the only criticism, aside from the women's stuff, it's the only criticism that I would have of anything AEW's done is have a match like this. I think this match was a big reason the show felt like it flew by. Because there was a long intermission where you could just be a goofball yourself and watch these brawling, goofy bastards do silly shit. And it was super fun.
They had a food fight.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
with onions, no less.
Satnam Singh threw it, choke slammed a dude, almost missed the table. But choke slammed a dude through a table.
Right?
Yep.
And I loved, is it Janai Kai sitting in the background? Like, I don't know, she's cool. I think that lady's cool. And you could just see her sitting back there. I'm like, oh yeah, they did sign her. Cool. Let's get her on some more.
Yeah.
So this kind of made me think of last week's episode of Pro Wrestling. Was it last week or the week before when we talked about the whole title shots and, building up and basically, can you repeat the same match over and over year after year after year? And yeah, if you change it up, if you switch it up and you do something different with it every year, if you do something creative
with Stadium Stampede,
can keep doing it.
That offers the opportunity to do something totally different you could have one of the Stadium Stampedes take place in a moving car if you wanted to,
this still felt different than the previous ones and Anarchy in the Arena and all that stuff.
It felt very still different than Anarchy in the Arena because Anarchy in the Arena is more serious and violent, and this was just.
But there's little callbacks and little, the truck thing with the golf cart and all that. It's great. Yeah. And I think
and Jericho with the balls hitting.
Right.
With the balls. That was Nick Jackson with the football hitting Jericho.
Yep. Well, didn't they do hockey pucks one time? I don't know what.
Oh, they might have been in the
Jericho had a bag of hockey pucks.
Yeah, I think that was.
It might have been on Dynamite too. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's that thing where wrestling is campy. You know what I mean? Like wrestling is camp, and you can't. I love the serious stuff and I love the violent shit, but it's like Batman. The old 60s Batman show is totally just as valid as The Dark Knight. It's all Batman. It's all wrestling. It all works. It's like we were talking about with Star Wars. If it's a deadly serious political drama or if it's Muppets staging guerrilla war, it's all fucking Star Wars and it's all fucking wrestling. This was a good time.
And did anybody imagine when they would finally see Leo Rush and Bobby Lashley back together that it would be like that? That was like
no, that was incredible.
That was so crazy. That was so
perfect use of that guy.
Mark Davis being literally just like a crash test dummy who just keeps getting destroyed by everyone. And Jack Perry seemingly committing felony murder with a bus.
As he always does.
Yeah. And Tony being absolutely convinced that he was in the golf cart for sure. And then he appears with his head wrapped in gauze. Crimes. Yeah, there were stadium crimes.
All elite felonies.
Yes.
Double or nothing.
The Leo Rush thing makes me feel like we were talking earlier about like how everything was just on point. And it's like, if this was your first pay-per-view, your first AEW show, if you have been disenfranchised from other companies or whatever, and you're trying it out, you got to see all their characters.
Yeah.
You got to see all these different people, and maybe they were only in there for 30 seconds, but it's like here, there's more. Come back Wednesday. Come back Saturday.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
They did a really good job at breadcrumbing.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
Yes. And it was just fucking fun, man. It was just, wrestling is supposed to be fucking fun. I don't care like if something makes complete ring psychology sense. If it makes me like appreciate the athleticism I'm witnessing and can make me believe for just a minute I'm watching a real contest. And sometimes that's achieved by the most audacious, unrealistic shit in the world. I loved Toa in this match. I thought he was just bonkers, batshit, like willing to kill almost anyone, even people on his own team. And Ricochet, what can you say about Trevor?
Yeah.
Man? What a gem of a signing this guy has been. I don't ever want him not to be in AEW. Like, he is
where he belongs.
The biggest asshole in this company. Everybody thinks it's MJF, but half the crowd loves MJF. Nobody loves Ricochet. Everybody hates Ricochet.
Yeah. Yeah. He is the definition of like love to hate him.
Yeah. New Day fan, all felony wrestling. Yes. Tony Ibarra, Jericho did hockey pucks in an FTW match. Okay. That makes sense. Luther with the oversized tennis racket was great. That was super
so
good.
funny.
Jericho's buddy Luther in real life. The only thing it was missing was Louis Armstrong actually playing over the match. Yes. Yes.
And the Luchasaurus.
Oh my God.
That was good.
Appearing in the wig.
Dino Photobob.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then spitting onion in Andrade's fucking face. Toa lifted 3 grown men.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yep. Always never great point. Wrestling is art. I just needed to make me feel something. There was a point towards the end of this match where Kenny is dragon suplexing everybody. The snap and speed on those dragon suplexes looked a lot more like 2018 Kenny than I've seen in a long, long time.
Those looked like they hurt.
Yeah.
Like it looks like he's doing real damage. I would willingly take one now. This is now one wing angel and a dragon, a snapdragon. I will willingly take.
That's a different podcast.
No, but in the way that I want to know how bad they hurt.
Yeah,
not in a
they
like
wouldn't
a
hurt
way.
if Kenny did them. That's the thing.
You'd be
take care of you.
You would be hospitalized for a significant amount.
He
of time.
was doing.
You'd be paralyzed.
Hospitalized.
Those snapdragons looked so clean and pretty. Like, it's the only way to describe them. They were clean and pretty.
Kurt Jangle obviously just trying to upset me, all onion wrestling. What AEW really tested me.
because you don't like onions.
At all.
That's fucked
Onions
up.
aren't like a food I don't like. They're my fucking mortal enemy. I hate onions.
They're really trolling you right now.
And this
First time
entire
Alice made fun of you.
This entire AEW, like one of my favorite things in the world, just made their entire programming about onions. And
that one time when, hold on. Let's get back to what Books is talking about. That time that Don Callis specifically called you out, that was over the title thing, right?
That was over the unified title, yeah.
There's people who don't understand what the unified title is. There's one man, and his name is Blade Daly.
I understood what it was.
It was fucking wonderful.
I just thought the belt was beautiful, and it was stupid to introduce it and then get rid of it so fast.
I'm with you on this. We all know I'm still bitter about it.
And they have too many goddamn titles. I mean, everybody knows that. Everybody, and now, we were talking about how confusing all the belts were, like the names of them and everything. And then somebody else the other day I saw on YouTube going, I get really confused about which belt is which and who has which one. Because the national, international, and continental, that's confusing.
It's because they're layered like an onion.
God damn it.
It makes perfect sense.
Get your onions away from my AEW. You will not drive me away, Satan. Books, you just want Kenny to grapple you, according to Blurry Line?
No. He looks like
it's okay to say it.
A nice, like, wrestler. Like, some people look like they genuinely fucking hurt you in the ring. Kenny is just like, how do I do this move to protect you the most?
Man, I bet that guy's real good at wrestling.
New Day Mark, the one-winged angel off the apron through the table, looked insane.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember who he did that to.
Oh shit, I don't remember. I just remember thinking,
it wasn't Trevor.
What the fuck is he?
Yeah,
what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, it might have been.
It was one of the gates of
Yeah, it might have been. What was the thing they
Finlay?
did? Somebody was in like a. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because he really was taking out that you fucked up the Bullet Club shit out on Clark Connors and Finlay last night.
And then they all started doing like moonsaults on people and like.
So
the super
it
kick,
was like successive,
the super kick
like
orgy,
yeah. And that part where they
happening?
had somebody was in like a I don't know, some sort of submission hold, and like they would grab, like the Don Callis family was grabbing somebody's hand, and then they grabbed somebody's hand, and then they grabbed somebody's hand, and they formed that chain.
So good.
It was
Kenny.
That was
they did that on Kenny.
They did that on Kenny, and then MVP gets up on the
Looney
apron
Tunes
with
shit.
the cane, and he like looks back at the entire line of people. Then he breaks the chain, and they all fall down. So
that
good,
was great,
so good.
They had so many great spots. I'm just gonna say Kurt agrees with me because Kenny suplex would be more effective than a chiropractor. It's not dirty. It's literally just like
because you have the purest of intentions. Believe yes, we all know.
I believe that there are two separate conversations. One is clean and is just curious about professional wrestling and the art of professional wrestling, and there is a separate conversation that she is also having within her own mind. But the second one is kind of coming through the first.
It's just in my mind.
It's just seeping in a little bit.
There's another really impure conversation that's going on in the chat about onions, and it's upsetting to me. Yeti Malone points out Excalibur said no one has ever used a tennis racket in pro wrestling, which was clearly a rip against Jim Cornette. Tino Ibarra,
do we think so?
You gonna cry about it, Blade? No, because I don't have any fucking onions near me. So no, I'm not gonna cry about it, Tino.
I can't wait to grill up my onions for my burger tonight.
Thinking of Blade every time.
Now, I will say this. I would grill onions. I would cook a burger with onions on it and then just scrape them off before I ate the burger. Because I like the flavor.
So like the taste?
I like the flavor. The texture is an abomination.
Oh, tomatoes are like that with me. I don't like tomatoes.
Everybody has a food they don't like the texture of, you fucking freaks. I'm just more of a freak about it than you guys are.
You could have just stopped that. I'm more of a freak about everything.
Tino Ibarra.
Too many belts.
Too many belts laughs in CMLL. Also, New Japan has too many belts. They have literally an entire separate set of belts that was for their American promotion that it isn't in America. Yeah. My cousin, Tony, Blades doesn't need onions to cry, but they sure help.
He does just fine on his own.
Second, Leary Line's question here. Is onion powder okay?
Yes. Yes. I put onion powder on stuff.
Interesting.
Do you like those little onions that you put on like
I don't
green bean casserole? Like they're like
like the crunchy onions?
And you just eat them right out of the package.
The green onions?
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
No, they come in like a little tin and they're like
the fried onions.
Like what? Funyuns? But not Funyuns, the candy. Like
No, they're fried onions.
Yeah.
That's literally what they are. They're fried onions.
So Leo Birdias says it was Andrade who took the one-winged angel through the table. The
belts are not confusing.
You just have way too many other interests to store that information. I will say there is not a defined hierarchy. There is not a defined hierarchy. And the thing is, the names, if you like really think about it, Continental is like really like that kind of means the best on the continent or the best on any continent. The international would mean the same thing. And then the national would mean the best in this country on this continent.
In this country, though.
Right. But what is...
And the continental is...
So what does the world title mean?
The world title you can defend it in Atlantis because it contains the oceans.
Got it.
So
Agreed.
That's why.
Thank you, man.
No problem. Inner Earth,
thank you.
Atlantis, and Lemuria.
Yeah.
It's all and yeah. And on a boat. You could defend it on a boat, I guess. To be
Kurt
fair to
Jangle
Blade,
says,
I love
yeah.
mushroom gravy.
Love mushroom gravy, but I hate chewing them.
Lushroom.
Which
If I ever start a mushroom company, I'm going to call it Lushroom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You should
That's
start
fucking
an
great.
alcohol company that makes beer out of mushrooms.
Call it Lushroom. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would taste though, but
Trevor ends up getting
fine.
destroyed, absolutely
Right.
Destroyed.
obliterated, annihilated by everybody. But Bishop Khan, being the stand-up guy he isn't going to let his buddy take the fall. He's a good soldier. And so he pushes him out of the way. He's done this once before. He's not going to give them the satisfaction of beating him. And Jericho ends up finishing him off with the lion salt, which he didn't look like he was going to break his neck on. So I will give him that. I will say a lot of people hate Chris Jericho, and a lot of them are in this chat right now. But I'm going to say that Jericho clearly realizes he can't do a lot of things anymore. He kind of does a safe set of
he's
moves.
had that come to
Yeah. He's
Jesus
he
realization.
definitely knows
That
it's
he's-
winding down. And so he does that jump from the top to the outside on a group of guys. He does that in kind of every match. He has the code breaker he's comfortable with. He's comfortable with a few things, but he really doesn't do that much. And he didn't do that match or make himself the centerpiece of this match. He started as the centerpiece, and then they made it so big, so you didn't have to make him the centerpiece. So I think he's being more realistic about where he is at this point in his career, and it's very near the end. Like, I don't think he's going to be able to go much longer. I mean, maybe another year or two, but
And then it's the announce desk.
yeah, and then it's
Probably.
whatever, you know.
That's fine. And then at the end of the match, he threw himself through a table and pointed up to the sky as a little tribute to Sabu.
That was a very classy tribute, and I got I had a little tear in my eye because it's well documented how much I love Sabu. But
yeah. Tino Ibarra just had the little comment. One last story about my wife. Every fucking time Jericho comes on, it's just this fuck this guy, fuck this asshole, fuck him and then she'll pause and there'll be like a brief moment. She'll be like, and he's not even fucking American, and his fucking wife is there at January 6th. He's not even a fucking American.
he's a dual
This
citizen.
woman does not watch professional wrestling.
That's incredible.
But she hates Jericho more than anyone else hates Jericho. So
That is hilarious.
yeah.
That is worth it. If you're going to be a hater, go all the way. Don't
She hates him
acknowledge
for
the
that.
past. Don't acknowledge his accomplishments. Pure hatred.
That is the
Well, that's-
I mean, she also hates like just that he's an old man that's desperately trying to be a young man, and that he does not know that he's old, and that his hair is really disgusting. But
well, he at least
but-
he knows he's old. He's kind of
figured it
started behaving that way.
Casual.
See, I have this weird I hate Chris Jericho. I hate him, but there's also that slight part of me that respects the wrestler,
right.
and I'm
So,
like, I fucking hate this.
well, do we hate Chris Irvine and like
We
Chris Jericho?
Well, I
maybe?
also don't like Chris Jericho, the character, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's
That too.
I think it's overexposure.
I hate him
Jericho's
3 times.
Jericho's skill was
I hate Chris Irvine,
Chris Jericho and Chris Jericho the character. And his legacy.
yeah. And I think
Did you want to talk, Blade?
yeah, you fuckers.
Fuck you. Go ahead, talk.
Thanks.
Okay.
Casual's not even defending the Antarctic title. I didn't want to read the comment just because Tony might get some ideas. But yeah, I think with Jericho, look, he was my favorite wrestler for a long time, and his talent was always in leaving. You know, he knew when to leave and be gone for a year, or even 3 months, 6 months, whatever. Go on tour with his shitty band. You know, like that was always what kept him fresh. And then he was in AEW for 6 years without a break, and we all got sick of him because he wasn't a good wrestler anymore. And he also wrestled probably more than he had
Way more.
when he was way younger. And
Yeah.
and I think it really started to affect him.
Jericho is
And
like
I should
a
be
perfect-
clear, I respect what he did for AEW. Because there would not be AEW where we are without Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm. New Day Mark saying
Like
what?
when we
Go Go ahead.
We have to acknowledge that.
I mean,
Jericho's the guy where every wrestling fan is a hypocrite because we all like to get on like our high moral ground of like, I don't like this person and I have all these reasons why I as a wrestling fan do not like them. But everybody's got one guy that breaks all those fucking
Of course.
rules, and Jericho's that guy.
The problem with
because like Blake said,
the
we're
problem
old.
with the moralism is that you have your faves, and if they get brought into something, if Kenny Omega gets brought into something, am I gonna?
Don't you talk about my sweet baby angel that way.
And that's the thing. He's not a sweet baby angel. When people say,
Yes,
"Oh,
he is.
this person's unproblematic," it's like you just don't know them. Everybody's
Right.
problematic
I know
somehow.
Kenny is unproblematic.
Kenny,
we
he
know
might be a
this.
bad example because he is a cherubic fellow. But
Yes. New Day Mark, there are two kinds of wrestling fans: those who love
You have the
Sabu
Young Bucks sitting right there.
and those that are wrong. Yeah. See, always never. He's just owning it. Nah, I don't respect shit. Fuck him.
always never.
Well,
and my wife
that's
are
what I was saying.
fucking.
It's not him I respect. I don't think AEW would have gotten the TV deal that they did when they did if it wasn't for Jericho being
That
signed
first
on.
TV deal,
Jericho
he was their biggest.
is a
star.
huge part of that initial success.
Yeah,
100%.
I can't not take
And I can never
acknowledge that.
stop thinking about the fact that 30 years ago, he yelled at Lenny Lane because he had borrowed his Loverboy tape and never gave it back. And I was a fan ever since. I can't stop.
Stephen Watson says, I just don't, new commenter, Stephen Watson. Hello, Stephen. I thank you for listening. I just don't care about him at this point. Nothing he does interests me. He's had over 30 years and I've moved on. You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's totally.
And speaking
time.
of moving on, we should talk about the main event.
We're almost there.
Segue.
We're almost there.
I'm sorry, I really like this comment.
Books list.
You also forgot Don Callis.
Books
but-
list of enemies includes Chris Irvine, Chris Jericho, Y2J, Lionheart, Painmaker, The Wizard, Jack Action, and The Learning Tree.
Oh,
I don't even
especially
know
the
who
Learning
Jack
Tree.
Action is.
That was
Especially
Jericho's
The Learning
proposal
Tree.
for his original wrestling name. He wanted to call
Wow.
himself Jack Action and was talked out of it. I always thought the name Chris Jericho was actually pretty cool. Bobby Lashley is my one guy. I dropped dozens of others. Yeah, Bobby's a trumper.
Yeah.
But, I get it.
Yeah.
New Day Mark Kenny doesn't read books. He says words are for losers.
He likes video games, and I'm sure he plays them in story mode. All right.
That's like a book.
Maggie O'Kenna went through an old box of wrestling shirts.
Yeah.
First one, Marty Skrull. My buddy was a huge Marty Skrull fan. He loved the villain. He stopped watching wrestling actually shortly after speaking out, so that wouldn't surprise me.
But even speaking of the moralist thing, the majority of the elite are still
Friends. Yeah.
friends with him.
Yeah.
And I choose to look past that because I think they support what he did? No, but I think that they're just like, well, we've been friends for so long.
Right.
But
I think that's why Serena Deeb still has a job, because isn't she his wife?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I mean, there's always why is she working? I mean, she's a very talented wrestler also,
She is,
but it's
yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
like
sure.
it's like
Sure.
Deeb is a
she's
super
pretty good,
talented
but
wrestler. What's your problem,
she
Books?
is, but I think there's a million people you could
I've hated her from day one,
choose
and I
over
don't know
her.
why.
But Wine Mom, but that's what we always call her in our house. But it's like
That's not what I call her.
look, it's like we can't give Marty a job. He's our buddy. We can't give him a job, but we'll just give you a job so that I think that's why she's still working there. Anyway,
I call her something much worse.
Oh, wow. Benny the Bear Jericho is someone who I go, why? Then he puts on a Lionheart vest and I go, well, okay. Fair enough. We all got our people. You know what I mean? We all got our people.
Yeah.
I'm never letting Kenny
and
Omega
speaking
go.
of our people, let's talk about the main event.
Oh, right. There was a main event. Yeah, let's do that.
Wait. I got
So the
hot.
show opens. Okay, this is where you should have used that artwork that I created for the show, because Darby's a fucking Ninja Turtle in the beginning of this little video package. Serena, yes, she absolutely does. Yeah. And she has a little one. Yeah. That's awesome. So Darby's in the sewer, hanging out.
Yeah.
Like a Ninja Turtle.
Yep.
And then my only other note for this match is this is a big show. This feels really big.
So
That's all I had.
what I would say is that Darby Allin was a very successful champion on so many levels, because I don't think you will ever look at him the same again now. he is a legend and he has risen above just being a main eventer now. He's like at the same level that MJF and Moxley and Kenny and Hangman and Swerve, and like he is the elite of the elite. And he's believable against anyone at any time ever from here on forward.
Yeah. And I will say something I noticed particularly in this match is how good of a technical wrestler he is, because you kind of forget it. And then they seem to focus so much more on his technical abilities as opposed to his stuntman abilities. And it just kind of cemented why they made him champ, why he's a good wrestler. And I thought for a moment there, the way they were portraying his technical ability, that he had it in the bag. I was like,
oh, I did too.
so they are showcasing his actual skills.
Well, they say,
holy shit.
They say the best things in wrestling are when you take yourself and amp it up to 11. And in this match, much like in the story, Darby's body seemingly started to turn to dust because he did a dive at MJF at the very beginning of the match, and he did it very badly. And Max clearly can see that he is not positioned right to go through those ropes, and Max tries to push him up a little bit. So Max kind of is the reason that he hit that top rope, which somewhat mitigated the damage, but Darby still landed on his neck and shoulders. I mean, that was a nasty landing. And I said in this group chat I was in, like, look, we usually see Darby when he's successful. Okay. This man has had a lot of bad landings in his life. Okay. Like he'll probably be okay. But then for the rest of this match, this dude is just getting the shit whipped out of him. He took everything MJF had, kept coming back. It ends up with Darby climbing a ladder on top of a scaffold. MJF's
dude, that look on his face.
MJF's on the table, and Darby goes bang bang and does the fucking coffin drop from the very top. He lands, fucking splits the back of his goddamn head open on the edge of the stage, and somehow still continues to carry on. The match is not over.
Uses that as a fucking story point going forward because he kept. I'm just like, oh God, he fucked his head up. That's gotta hurt. But then it's like that's part of why he's falling apart.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's not gonna make it. Like, yeah.
And
that was super good.
They still made it look like.
Do we know if he's okay?
No.
Like he's not actually injured, right?
I don't think so, but I think he'll probably take some time off after that match.
Rumor has it he's supposed to be getting married soon.
Yeah,
the 27th.
I think he's going to get written. It's the day before Forbidden Door, I believe, is his wedding, something like that. So I think that he will take some time off, as he should. But
get a real honeymoon, unlike MJF.
Yeah, but when they counted the 3 on him, I was shocked. Everybody was shocked. It just, you felt all the air go out of the arena, he is kicked out.
Even though common sense told you that MJ, I mean, with the night, shit, dude, the week before Darby won the belt, we were like, well, Darby's going to win the belt and then he's going to lose it at Double or Nothing. Like, we all knew, but I was shocked too.
Well, and I will say, because this is something Mr. Books pointed out, he said, when have you ever seen a hair match where it actually does not happen?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's got to be some, right? But yeah, that's kind of the thing.
Well, look,
like we all expected MJF was getting his head shaved, and they completely. Yeah. And he was wearing red. They was very Sting Ric Flair coded. They just ripped everything out from underneath us with that match, and even though I was sad because I loved Darby's run, like holy fucking shit, they knocked it out. Good job.
Well, and what was great was MJF wins, and everybody's kind of shocked, but it makes sense. But by the end of this, MJF isn't even the thing you're focused on anymore because MJF attacks Darby, or not attacks.
Real quick, before we get to that though, when he won and they handed him the belt, and he was like the face that he made was fucking priceless, dude. That was, I've never
He
seen
loves-
him make that face before.
And kayfabe, he loves that belt more than his wife.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
And oh my God, that guy's just great. But anyway, yes. So then afterwards.
So afterwards, Kevin Knight runs down because MJF wants to stand on Darby the way he stood on Hangman. And he does.
On his corpse.
Yeah. And he does. And clearly this is like part of a story they're telling with MJF where he sends everybody out on stretchers, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Legitimately, he beat Hangman clean given the stipulation of the match. He beat Darby clean, basically. You know? So like he is sending guys out on stretchers. And Kevin Knight runs down. You know, he's got history with Darby. He's trained.
He's his buddy.
He's trained at the Buddy Wayne Academy like Darby did. They have long history together. And Max gets off the stretcher and they're jawing at each other, and Kevin Knight climbs the turnbuckle to seemingly jaw at Max, but everybody in their head, as you're watching him climb, you're like, wait a minute. No.
I knew something was wrong that moment.
No.
I was like,
Because Kevin Knight was weird at the end of Dynamite with Speed. That was an unnatural, weird thing. And a guy who uses his own nickname as often in a promo as he does, like, that's a heel. You don't go the jet. And so he does the UFO splash on the fucking stretcher, and then he flips the stretcher over. And then
Darby is strapped down.
Yeah.
He's not moving.
Yeah, and Darby's probably like, yes, you know, like flipping over, you know, because
I
Darby's
love this.
yeah, Darby's a fucking sicko. And then the Jet Knight kind of grabs his head like, what did I just do? And then he kind of goes like, like he had this evil looking fucking smile on his face. And I realized in that moment,
planning this.
We have not seen what this man can do yet.
Yeah.
But he's been planning this. I'm convinced since, what was the tournament that they had recently?
For the belt, you mean? When they did that? Or was there a
Maybe.
tournament, like a proper tournament? Because
Where
the
he
C2
went
is
up
the
against,
last.
where was he up against Speedball?
Yeah, was it in the C2? It was in the C2, I think.
Yeah, it was in the C2.
Yeah.
He beat
yeah.
Darby,
And
he beat Darby
Speedball
and Kevin, right?
They've been planning
Oh,
and
sure.
planting the seeds for this to happen since then.
I think
And it's been such a slow little burn, not like Takeshita and Okada, but slow and subtle. And I can't believe they did it then with no fault. Like, it's like now we're all just like, is it Wednesday? Is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Is it Wednesday?
Well,
is it Wednesday?
And
Is it,
that's
like,
back to what I've been saying about, like, if you're a new watcher, if you've never seen this show before and that was the show you watched first, holy shit, who's that guy? Why did he do that? You know, like, yeah, it's just, they just put all the little dominoes in place and knocked them down.
It was
super cool.
A top 5 AEW show of all time.
might be number one to me.
It very well could be, but that is such a high mark at this point. Top 5.
Oh yeah,
top 5 is like
because they're all top
because
5.
make no mistake, AEW is the greatest pay-per-view wrestling company of all time. Nobody's ever been anywhere close. Like
even in like a hot, it's just a fact.
When we were doing the hard way,
no.
when we were doing the hard way and we were watching those 90s pay-per-views, it's like, wow, half these shows were just dog shit with like a really good main event. And
do you know I haven't recovered from Halloween Havoc?
we watched
that was my
Bad
favorite
One.
episode of the hard way, by the way.
Yeah.
That was my very, very favorite.
Yeah, watching with Books. Yeah, and we want to watch some old stuff with you, Books, again. Maggie O'Kenesis, was it better than Revolution? Yes, it was. I think it was better than Revolution.
Yeah.
And that's not easily said, but I do think it was better.
I have a new theory, especially built on something that Tony Khan has recently said, where to him, his big 3 pay-per-views are Double or Nothing, Forbidden Door, and All In. And I really think he's building Double or Nothing to be his big US show and making All In his big outside of the
Foreign
US
show, yeah.
Foreign show. And then you have Forbidden Door, which is just a great way to get everyone else in. But his plan right now is Double or Nothing is his US show.
That totally makes sense because he's three bearsing it, because you have one that's like your foreign show, which is Forbidden Door is heavily CMLL, Stardom, New Japan, and then this Double or Nothing is kind of your like American. It felt a lot of storyline things were moving, a lot of moving pieces, and then All In is like just the perfect combination of fucking everything. You know,
he's doing WrestleMania tonight, but two different shows.
Yeah,
well, and I think
that's his game plan.
I think the thing is this time is like he had a plan way in advance that not only him, not only AEW has been working on it, New Japan's been working on it, CMLL's been working on it. All of their characters and all of their stories have been collating around this gathering of the Juggalos that they're going to be doing at Forbidden Door, where it's like going to be.
There's one other company that's been working on it, but they've been working on it by slowly shooting themselves in the foot,
in the dick, actually, just
tanking.
Yeah.
To give this opportunity to everyone else in the world.
And
great.
I will say, ever since CMLL and AEW has really solidified their partnership, it has made their partnership with New Japan better, which is why this Forbidden Door is going to feel so different. And the build is the way it is.
I think that there is so much to come. This was setting the stage for the summer. Kevin Knight can go anywhere. Is he going to be affiliated with Swerve? Because they hinted at that a long time ago. That's where the heel turned first. The seeds kind of got planted there. We all thought he would turn heel on Speedball. They teased it on Dynamite, and then he didn't do it. And then he turned heel
I don't want to
over
see
the weekend.
Speedball heel. Like, is Speedball going to join him in the
Anything could happen.
I was wondering if he was going to be the one to turn, but now that's a whole different twist.
New Day Mark reviving Hot Grap Summer. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So we have the table is set for the summer, and we have AEW Redemption. Don't forget, that's supposed to be the pay-per-view in Montreal in July. So Forbidden Door, Redemption, All In, still to come.
That's going to be insane, especially because Redemption is probably when we'll get a couple of big debuts.
Yeah. And I think
that'll be 3 months.
Maggie O'Kenna brought up Swerve reforming his faction with the New Day. I mean, who knows?
I can see them holding off on actually bringing what's it called? Why am I blanking on the name? The Embassy until the New Day comes in. Because that could also set up you have Kenny and the Elite too with their prior history with Swerve. Like that would be because Austin Creed is already shooting on Kenny.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
It's on site.
And Big E's not coming back, so you have to have there's got to be 3 versus 3,
right?
I guess.
Well, and how do you also? I mean, there's so many things that are in the water. Andrade's not happy in the Don Callis family. He's very likely going to turn babyface. It feels like Will Ospreay is eventually going to have his own version of the United Empire in AEW. Could Andrade be a part of that?
Working with Don Callis.
Is there going to be a parting of the ways with the Death Riders? Are they going to turn on Will Ospreay at some point? Who knows? But
I think Will Ospreay's going to turn on them and take what he learned and the Death Riders and use it for the United Empire.
All right,
to make them a massive heel.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even. Yeah. Where is Will Ospreay going to go with this? Because he's certainly. I would think he's going to go heel down the road, but wow. I don't know. Now my brain is moving in different directions.
Yeah.
Swerve, Knight, Kofi, and Creed is a new embassy. Well, fuck more than Ron Jeremy. God damn.
Yeah. I literally just came up with that.
Yeah.
Like that would be so fucking good.
Yeah.
Because there's already built in feuds there.
There's a lot of shit built in there. Yeah. It's going to be a good summer.
Yeah. So I've got to.
Jay White will return in time for Forbidden Door.
Nope.
And he could beat up Finlay.
I say just put Mick Foley in the Bang Bang Gang at this point.
Yeah.
Just make him the leader.
Yeah.
He's already got it built in.
All right. I have to mix this, everybody. So get the fuck out of here. I got to end the stream. You guys stay to make sure you upload. Everybody else.
Okay.
Thank you so much. This was a joy. I can't remember an episode we did that was this long ever, maybe.
Oh, it's been a long time.
I am not
No,
going to be vigorously editing this, so it's going to be kind of as it was tomorrow
It's
on
awesome.
your podcast platforms. So enjoy it. Tell your people about the show. Have them stop by. Have them join in. We try to have as much fun as we possibly can here. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. That's Sit Down, Shut Up, Mark Out, and Pro Wrestling Forever on Mondays. We're live, Degree and I. Books and I have been live on Fridays. So make sure you join us at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central on those days.
Do you want to plug anything, Books? You have like 7 podcasts, don't you?
Yeah.
There's the Books and Beck show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which you will hear me fully rant probably next week when it comes out about women's wrestling and how much Tony and just everyone else has been dropping the ball on women's wrestling.
Yes. Well, good.
I got to go let my dog out.
All right. Who let the dogs out? Degree. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Shut up.
Forever.
Shut up.
Forever.
Sickos Club.